taking over. The secret to taking over the human race is...
Oh, hello. Welcome to ProBots Day 2, everybody. Here on ESChamp, we are back with another exciting round of games. We're doing the bottom portion of our upper bracket. We've got 8 more bots going at it. Endersword will be joining me as well. And also, make sure you check out our new feature here on YouTube. You can now take clips, just like on Twitch. So if you see something cool, check out the clip feature. I have no idea how it works, so hopefully you can all figure it out and share some cool clips with us. I'm sure we'll see some awesome stuff tonight in our games. And as always check out our Crown Club membership. You can get access to our VOD with no ads, and you can go a long way to support ESChamp and future seasons of ProBots. Well, let's get Endersword in here, and let's talk about our games today, because I'm sure you all already... Sorry for the delay. Thank you for your patience. We are consistently late, if anything. It's got to be consistent. We'll get Dave in here soon. There he is. How you doing, Dave?
No, I'm pretty good. We are consistently late. We try and stay within predictable limits, and whatever. We wanted you guys to all get used to practicing the clip icon on the loading screen first.
I don't even know where that clip button is. Is it
like see some scissors. It's first
a little pair
of all,
of scissors. Okay.
So right to your left is a like button. So you must first hit that, and it will turn blue if you're on dark mode, or some other lame color if you don't use dark mode. I don't know who does that.
Why would you use anything other?
Yeah, and then 2 icons over are some scissors. And you click the scissors, and then make sure that you don't throw a rock at the screen or you lose.
Well, I thought that's how you win against scissors, though.
That's how you beat the scissors, but you're trying to be the scissors. You're trying to embrace the scissors.
Embrace the scissors.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll see some cool clips as you all embrace those scissors. And again, we've got 8 more bots going at it today, and a lot of really good games coming up. We have got MicroMachine versus PrismBeams kicking things off today. It's going to be very exciting. We've also got Sharkbot versus AdditionalPylons, Ketroc versus BenbotBC. So some epic TVTs coming up here. And Strelok versus DominionDog, another epic TVT I am predicting. What do you think here? Who is our top dog? Is it MicroMachine in this group?
I think the top dog is still MicroMachine until I get proof of otherwise. I don't know if they spent... Well, I've heard rumors that they haven't spent as much time this season, but I don't know. They're pretty competitive, and they were a little sour at the end of the last one, so I can't see them just leaving it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that would be my top dog going in.
Ketroc, I think, is definitely a contender for MicroMachine. They of course won't be versus each other today, but that is definitely possible in the future. What else we got? Oh yeah, check out our forum as well before we get started. Make sure you bookmark that. You can stay up to date everything going on here at ESChamp. You can also get access to our little make a bot thing. We've got, if you are a new bot author, you can find a cool video in our videos page, and we've also got a template that you can download, I believe, in the links below. So you can get started on a fun little Terran bot, or if you're really adventurous, a Protoss or a Zerg, and there's a bunch of languages you can code in. And hopefully we'll see. We've got 5 new bots this season alone. So every season we're just getting new bots, new authors. So hopefully we'll get some more people over at AIarena.net is where you can get qualified. Make sure you check out their ladder. They just started season 2 recently. A lot of fun, exciting games. They have a 24/7 Twitch stream as well that you can check out. Some of these bots that you will see here tonight. It's always a good time. All right, well, let's go ahead. And did we pull our bracket up already? We saw our games.
We saw briefly there. Yeah, that was the bracket, but it was the list. But
it's pretty much a bracket.
Oh, look, it's a rift.
Okay, I know. I love that background.
I love it. It's pretty good.
These graphics.
Yeah.
Drexama and Laddie running the show. Make sure you all send them your love, by the way.
Indeed. So we got MicroMachine versus PrismBeams kicking things off. PrismBeams is one of those new bots that we haven't seen before. The name would suggest a certain type of activity that apparently I do a lot of. I mean, not apparently, that I do a lot of.
Wouldn't you know?
Yeah, I guess so. I know from the screaming and tears. But but yes, so that'll be an interesting one, because we've heard tell that maybe PrismBeams does some sort of proxy void ray sort of thing. So we'll see if MicroMachine can deal with that. Then we've got Sharkbot, yet another new one coming up against AdditionalPylons. which has been a long perennial, constantly there bot.
It's been a couple seasons though since we've seen him up
Yeah.
up here. So
It's always been AdditionalPylons. I think has always been kind of consistently like B tier sort of thing. Like it's never really been like a potential winner or anything, I think. But it's always just kind of floated as like a consistently pretty good thing. So I could see, I could see that doing well. And then, of course, rounding it off with Ketroc and BenbotBC and Strelok in DominionDog, which we'll talk more about later.
When a lot of Terrans after the break.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and a fun little segment as well. We are debuting today our Failbots. That is all I know about it. So stick around. We'll be doing that, I think, right after the break. We can check out some more hilarious builds. Or the name is, I guess, implies what it is. We're going to watch the bots fail.
Yeah.
But stick around for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I believe we're going to very soon have our first best of 3. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to ESChamp. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button to get us a little bit of visibility on YouTube. And as always, check out our Crown Club membership. You can get access to all our artwork for free. You get cool little perks once we start doing live shows again, which maybe at the end of the year, we'll see what happens.
Maybe.
No promises. Oh, yeah, and we have polls as well. Make sure you get your votes in. I do believe it's open already for our first best of 3, MicroMachine or PrismBeams. Type in ! vote and then a bot name. Who do you think's going to win? I think MicroMachine's going to hold strong. Especially after last season. Yeah.
I got to go with that as well. I think.
Oh, look at that ELO.
That's pretty damn high, guys. And
it's like 200 higher
real?
than
A 96.67% win rate.
Yeah, I do believe that he's number one on the ladder as far as I know.
Like he's been number one for like
he's always number one
a while, but like 90. It's usually been number one with like 90%. This is like I lose 4 games out of 100, like less than. So that's pretty crazy. And then here is PrismBeams with respectable 65% win rate and a 1767 elo. I think this one, if it is what we say or what we've heard it may be, then I think very often when a bot is kind of like either gimmicky or does like a proxy type thing or a specific thing, it can be very hit or miss. But if you have a bot that it's good against, then it's good against it. So we'll find out.
MicroMachine's good against most bots. So
yes.
Safe bet.
Yeah, and I don't think we had any info on
PrismBeams.
We had nothing. So only rumors.
We know as much as you guys.
Only rumors.
Well, I am excited to hopefully see some Void Array play. That isn't very common. Usually it's if we see Stargate, it's a rush right up to Tempest or something. Very rarely do we actually see some big Void Array builds or a proxy Void or even anything like that. So get your votes in.
Control's got to be weird for Void Rays. Like, given how bots are bad at picking a target and sniping it, and Void Rays are nothing but picking a target and sniping it.
Well, and as a group too, they kind of have to do it as a group sometimes.
They have to do it together, and they have to know when it's okay to go past, like go up to a turret, go up to a Viking, go up to a Cyclone, like when they usually should be scared of it. So yeah, it'll be interesting if that's what we see.
Well, I believe our game is ready, so let us see what happens in our first best of 3 here in day 2 of ProBots. We've got MicroMachine versus PrismBeams coming at you right now.
RAF-RR and Unusuals.
MicroMachine.
Cow X's.
PrismBeams.
What are you chuckling at?
I for some reason, the way that robot voice sound reminded me. Have you ever seen the show Clone High? Okay. For anyone that has, there's a robot in the show that is like the principal's assistant, and that's the way it talks.
Clone. Oh, it's a
Oh,
Canadian
yeah,
thing.
it
That
is,
explains it. Okay.
Well, it's a Canadian show, but it's got American.
Oh yeah, we get some Canadian shows down here.
Yeah. I mean, it was made in Canada, but it's got like
Yeah.
dudes from SNL on it and stuff, like
I'll have
doing the
to check
voices.
that out.
Yeah.
There's some other Canadian shows that I've been seeing on Netflix recently. What was it?
A lot of things are made in Canada. Like a lot of movies and shows and everything are made in Canada because it's a lot cheaper.
Cheaper to produce.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but they're not Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't see the poll. Did you? I think MicroMachine was favored, but we are going to see if he will be able to withstand a Void Ray proxy. I'm just again going to assume it's Void Rays. I'm banking on it. We got that Cyber Core getting close to finish up. We are here on Oxide for game number 1. This best of 3 here. MicroMachine in the top right, of course, will show us the stuff. He's got a command center on the way. He's going for an early expansion. A Reaper is about to pop now. Will the Reaper go down this jumpy ledge? Is the key here? I think no, it will not. Oh
no, he's going to
go
go the other way.
But never mind.
Now the question always is with this sort of proxy is: are you defend it well enough at home? He is making a stalker, which is actually a fairly large investment to get. Usually, you would get like just an adept with this because you don't want to consume any more gas than you have to, but you can't. But a zealot's also not safe, but a stalker's like going to work out fairly well here.
Yeah, we'll be able to deal with the Reaper shortly. Reaper, a little tentative, almost gets a probe or so, but is going to get shoot away. Might even get stuck. Reaper control is always very good out of MicroMachine, though. Oh, it's going to be close. One more hit. Actually, it looks like it will go down. There it dies.
That's a rare misstep. Rare misstep for the
rear misstep.
Yeah.
Well, he did take the lead right in the rear, so
he did indeed. So yeah, good. Here comes the Void Ray out. The shield batteries are there. They're not super close to the edge, so they should be relatively safe where they are. But it does mean that the Void Ray is going to have to duck in a little bit farther and retreat a little bit farther. There it goes hunting for its first SCV, and we'll see what MicroMachine's reaction is to instantly start a building. That would be an excellent tactic if that was a drone instead of an SCV.
Yeah, right. That would be nice.
The Marines don't want to engage yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart. They probably should wait for a couple more at least, but another Void Ray... Actually, another Void Ray isn't even on the way. Is it just going to be the one Void Ray? Oh, no, there he is. Second Void Ray is here. And a tank instead of a Cyclone was produced, so that tank's just going to die immediately. And this is looking like just a straight hard counter to what MicroMachine kind of does. We do see one base play every now and then out of MicroMachine for a little bit, and that would have maybe helped out here, but... Oh, where are you going, Voids? What do you...
the
Marauder, what a hero! He's pulling him away. He's sacrificing himself. He doesn't even die, actually.
Yeah, and oddly, like this actually is one of the better responses to just ignore the fact that the Void Rays are in your base and go and try and knock out the pylon. Because there's usually this one crazy Artosis pylon if anyone's doing this to you.
Ooh, that almost supply block is going to hurt. Only 5 Marines, though. They are going to run away, so some decent control out of MicroMachine, buying time, but it is looking like these Voids are just going to keep clumping up, and once you get 4, 5, you need a lot more Marines than he's got.
Yeah, he can't poke like this because the shield batteries will just infinitely keep everything at full. But the Void Rays are being fairly hesitant here. I think they basically have control, but he's got to make sure not to let enough Marines eventually get up. But I think he's fine for quite a while right now. And it's not even really making the right stuff. So a medevac is the first thing to come out. A Cyclone can seem right, but it's kind of one of those, if you get the lock on and get away, you can kill one kind of. But if you get an inch too close, the Void Rays can snap kill it.
Oh, yeah.
Just beam on dead.
Yeah, if they have that prismatic alignment, definitely. As well.
Yeah, the real key to this stuff is the Viking because it can duck in, take a shot, and back up.
I kind of like the medevac because the Voids are just poking the Marines. Marines are doing a pretty good job at trying to run away here. No healing going on there. A few Marines get absolutely roasted. But if the medevac was able to kind of heal the Marines as they run away and distract, and there's that lock on.
But yeah, there he's going to get trapped.
enough.
is it basically once the beam actually tracks, like hits it, it's hard for it to get away. And they didn't even turn on their the alignment.
If he could just hold, he actually has an even worker count and 2 bases. He could just kill these Void Rays off, but yeah, there's just no
it's accumulating
progression. So every unit that pops out is just dying.
Yeah, there's the Viking, but this is going to be, well, it could distract long enough, but it's
run!
a little too late, And of course, one thing that massively hurt this, of course, is that the Void Rays got a speed buff. It used to be a lot easier to kite with that one Viking, but now you have to be so careful. And even a bot can find it hard, probably.
Yeah, the only thing it's really got going for it now is that range.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not looking good for MicroMachine in game number 1 here. That is a Void Death Ball. Look how clumped they're staying. That is really, really nice, actually. How tight they're staying together. It's going to make it harder to target a wounded one. Maybe not for a bot, I guess, though. The bot's going to be able to identify and target whichever one it wants. So, for a human, though, it would be really hard to target.
Exactly.
Whoa.
What you doing, Drac? What you doing? Travel. We're gonna look at that instant replay again.
Look at these Void Rays and how close they are.
Yeah, we really want to see it. Really want to see it kill an add-on in the factory. I think it'll be great.
Yeah. Oh, what's happening? We're time traveling again.
Are we?
I don't know what's happening.
I think he tried to recover from his first.
Doesn't matter which way you time travel, backwards or forwards.
Yeah.
MicroMachine is dead in game number 1 here, and PrismBeams with a nice proxy snipe here. Now, again, we don't have any information, so I don't know if this is just... I would imagine this is just what PrismBeams does. It is not meant as a specific snipe against MicroMachine or Terrans at all. Look at all those shield batteries. Jeez.
Yeah, I get the same impression. I mean, that's what its name is, and that's clearly the strategy. It's one of the... maybe not rare. I guess it is kind of one of the rare cases where this is just a human build that is on the ladder, like that people do and have done for like a year, probably more than that. It's been viable for a long time. So this is like a pretty standard build that people do, and just for some pretty good control. The only like real decision-making flaws maybe were that it would take everything back to stop like one Marauder from poking at a pylon that frankly was never going to die anyway, because you had 3 shield batteries around it. So things like that, like if someone really knew that they were countering and were buying time to get Vikings out, you could exploit that to distract them. But other than that, that was pretty clean.
Yeah, man, that's good succinct summary of it there. We'll get game 2 loaded up, and we'll see if MicroMachine can switch his strategy up to deal with that. And maybe he can just buy time to get something better out. Again, the tank first wasn't, like you said, it just wasn't the most optimal build against it. Tank wasn't good.
Tank is not great.
Cyclone got picked off pretty quickly. Medevac instead of a Viking first. Little details like that definitely could have allowed MicroMachine to turn it around. But
exactly.
All right.
What you can do, kind of. Are we ready? Let's go in and then I'll talk about it.
We are going to fix something real fast.
Okay, then never mind.
We're gonna buy Time Ender Sword. We're gonna talk about something.
So what you can do with the tank. So there's a few ways to defend this.
Oh wait, no, he needs to cut to it. Wait, does that mean we need to go offline for 30? Not offline, but okay. We're gonna go to a quick 30-second break, and then we'll be back to talk about things and more fun games coming up. Hang tight, everybody. Give us just a minute. We're still here. There it goes. Okay, we are back. Thank you all for your patience. Had to fix a little technical issue to make sure things keep running smooth for you. All right, we have got another game loading up here. It'll be ready in just a moment. While we get that loaded up, again, MicroMachine versus PrismBeams here. Check out our Crown Club membership. You can get access to our behind-the-scenes stuff. We do PostBots, a little after show. A couple days after is when it comes out, where we just talk about the games and a little more in-depth. We get bot authors to join us and tell us a little bit more about their bot and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. Check out the Crown Club for that.
It is great. Like, if you guys like the scenes, behind them can be really interesting.
It's true.
Like,
I love behind the scenes stuff.
Like these graphics, like that we're in a box, like they're really here. So there's a piece of square metal in front of me, and so we actually turn it around in the post show and kind of show you what's written on there.
It's like Lord of the Rings,
like
all physical, as little CGI physical as possible.
Yeah, we are more believe in practical effects.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just better. It's just better that way.
That is true. All right, well, you know what else is better too?
What?
Having a game number 2 between MicroMachine and PrismBeams. It is coming up right now. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, it's day 2, our first series. We've got a lot of fun. We've got our Failbot segment coming out in just a little bit, I believe after the break. But let's go ahead and hop into game number 2 here, this TVP right now.
RAF RR and Unusuals.
MicroMachine.
Cow X's.
PrismBeams.
You like that, huh?
Why do we use 2 different voice effects?
Because it sounds cool.
I do, like, it does sound. Well, it just sounds
one's the bot author, one's the bot.
Yeah. Well, one of the voices is very excited, and the other one wants to go home. That's the way it sounds to me.
But yin and yang. You got to have the opposite.
Indeed. It's true. Now, let's see how this works. We're going to get a proxy by MicroMachine this time, and PrismBeams will go out onto the map, presumably to try and do the same sort of thing.
I love MicroMachine's responses to things. Oh, yeah. You proxy me, I proxy you.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna see if he can slap down. Yeah, the Cyclones as well, a much better idea to get out early instead of that tank against us. So I think this should work out a little bit better, but we'll have to see. It's always risky doing the proxy versus proxy. You can see there MicroMachine's decision making, and the early expand didn't work, so
did not.
Let's try this.
Very, very true. And it does take a while for this to get up, obviously, the proxy void race. And you have to kind of cut a lot to do it within a good time. It's done in a really obvious spot, but I don't know if MicroMachine's going to end up scouting it.
You mean PrismBeams?
Yeah, PrismBeams. No, well, I mean PrismBeams is proxy.
Oh,
in a more
PrismBeams.
This one, this one's in a more obvious spot. Yeah, MicroMachine's proxy is a little harder to detect, but going right in someone's third is not usually super stealth.
Going into the main, you don't need stealth here, though. He's here before the Stalker. So we are going to see some probe kills, finally. That's 2 now, as opposed to the 0 that it got last game.
Exactly. Yeah, because of the proxy, of course, it's a lot quicker. So the Stalker was about 20 seconds further behind.
This is good, too, kind of slowing down the gas a little bit. He is killing the gas workers.
Especially the gas, because, that's definitely your limiting factor, particularly, again, since I mentioned he makes the Stalker, so you're down 25, more than you would be if it was an Adept.
Well, actually, even the mineral, because as you can see, PrismBeams is prioritizing the gas. So every time a worker died, he would send another worker to the gas. Void rays are mineral heavy as well. What are they? 250 minerals? 250, they ain't cheap on either end of the spectrum here. So, that Reaper getting some kills is already a huge improvement for MicroMachine in this game. Score will be updated very quickly as well, because it is 1-0 in favor of PrismBeams.
Now, interesting here, he made one Cyclone, but he's actually following up with a tank, which is probably not the best thing that he could be doing, but there's still like so much time here, and he's going to get a ton of damage done. And I don't know.
Is he going to pull the Void home?
Yeah, is the Void going to come back? I kind of can't imagine it is, but I don't know.
Or does it? Yeah, it looks like the Voids really are just like, okay, this is our new home base. We stay here.
Yeah.
So, old home base, doesn't matter. Well, Void's going to get some kills. Cyclone's here wreaking havoc with some Reapers. We're going to see a lot of dead probes here. And actually, if he kills all the probes, that's only 2 Voids, I think, that'll pop out. Yeah, he doesn't have enough money for another one. So
yeah, and we are getting a Viking and an additional Cyclone. So I think, yeah, MicroMachine has made the right calls here. And I think he's going to turn this one around quite quickly.
Oh, yeah. Definitely turned this one around.
Yeah,
he is getting his SCVs are getting a little beat up here, but yeah, and he's going to be able to recover. I think obviously he's going to be able to recover much better.
This second is going to matter. That Viking as it pops out, bam. So yeah, that was my one thing. That they were coincidentally parked over the starport. So as soon as it popped, bam, because that was the right call, obviously. So not that I think it puts the final conclusion into any doubt, because frankly MicroMachine could just kill buildings and win, but I don't know that he actually can kill the Void Rays now. This
kind of turned into a weird scenario. He does have that Cyclone. That Cyclone is going to be huge here. He does have actually another turret coming up. We saw that first turret in the main did die, but it was doing a little bit of damage here. So if he could just maybe get a few shots with the turret and then the Cyclone comes in, but he's got another base established now as well. So if we could even just get some Marines out, like it's only 2 Voids, Ender Sword.
He's now going to be, he's going to be perma supply box now.
Not Banshee, Cloud.
Okay, he's making 3 depots. He needs a couple more to get out of there. Okay, now he's getting attacked. So I think this actually works well. If the Reaper continues to harass, then he's not going to make progress with the...
Yeah, because the Reaper died last time. Now, and the Reaper's fast enough, it can pull the Voids back and get away, unlike the Marines that were getting hunted down by the Voids.
Yeah, there he is coming back yet again.
Close.
He is revealed now, so MicroMachine should be aware that this is all that exists.
He's got another Viking on the way under sword. Even though he's getting Banshee Cloak, he still made the right choice and made a Viking.
Yeah.
MicroMachine, you're so smart.
It's good. It's a good call. It will pop out here now.
Getting high sec auto tracking. Actually, that's beautiful. That's really smart too, because even if he's got one turret, 1 or 2 extra volleys from that turret could make all the difference here. These Voids still have the shield batteries to keep them going for a little bit. So there's still a chance with a good prismatic alignment. He picks off a Viking. He still does something. But no, I think with 2 Cyclones out, MicroMachine should have.
This is a problem though.
But he loses one
because he was locked on the building instead of the.
That's if he kills both the buildings.
Now he's done. Yeah. Okay, he'll lose the last Cyclone, but it doesn't matter now. The tank isn't going to end up winning. The tank
maybe it will.
The tank puts a clock on this whole thing. So, yeah, there's the Void Ray. The Void Ray literally didn't know what to do there.
What do you do? There's nothing you really can do at that point. Shield battery is drained. Your home base is gone. You will never see Ire again. And GG. We're going to an ace match.
We are. Your favorite.
Hell yeah.
So will MicroMachine repeat the same build then? Will PrismBeams act different? I think this is one that could be very dependent on what are they doing.
And we see here the mating dance of the Viking. Good game. MicroMachine ties it up.
Good stuff. Yeah, so this one could be very dependent on the shape of the map, what the locations are for the proxy, and that may determine who gets there first or whatever.
Indeed. Well, so I guess is MicroMachine just going to stick with the same build because it worked here? That tends to be the case for a lot of bots if they have this kind of decision making. That build didn't work, switch it up, and then keep doing this until it works. But MicroMachine has so many things under his belt.
Yeah,
it's hard to say.
Yeah, for sure. And there's always a possibility too he can find the proxy. If he does, then you can shut it down immediately. But
it does kind of that Reaper position. It does really affect it, which way the Reaper pops out. All right, so we'll get game number 3 loaded up here in just a minute. Everybody, while we wait, again, check out our video page. If you are a new bot author, we have an awesome new tutorial video so you can learn how to make a Terran bot. A nice little template available for you as well. And yeah, we'd love to see some new bot authors checking out aiarena.net. Again, we should have a link somewhere in the forum for that. They have an awesome Discord as well. You can meet some of the bot authors and get some help if you're making a bot, and hopefully we'll see you in future seasons of ProBots. It'll be good. I was gonna make a bot once, and it's just too hard. I'm just not smart enough. I like watching these guys do all this stuff, but I just don't think I could keep up at this point. This bot scene has really grown. It is complex.
Yeah. I think from where we started, where like the bots were like a single file, like downloading one of the bots now is like 100 different files in different folders, and they're running different little modules, and like it's complicated.
Yeah, thousands upon tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, as far as I know, lines of code, depending on the bot. It's just insane. But I do believe aiarena.net has a lower league now. You can get more information over there. Again, aiarena.net. But let's go ahead and hop into game 3 here and decide who will stay in the upper bracket, who will get knocked down. Is it going to be PrismBeams giving MicroMachine a run for his money, or will our Terran stand strong one more game? Let's find out.
Raph RR and Unusuals.
MicroMachine.
Cow X's.
PrismBeams.
It's because it's a robot voice, Endersword. That's why it doesn't sound like it has any emotion. It's a robot.
It hasn't learned to love yet.
It's true.
I don't know. That's sad. So here we are, even bolder now at a MicroMachine. We're a lot closer. This could be even more decisive.
It's going to be incredibly decisive.
Yeah. Let's see where Prisms puts it. If it's right in that third base. Again, like any person would probably find this, but of course a bot doesn't necessarily.
Well, PrismBeam seems very one-track mind, very focused on its Void Ray Rush, which it does very well. It does execute this incredibly well.
Yeah, like even in that last one where it did lose, it did way better than I think we thought it was going to do with 2 voids.
Yeah. Still had 2 voids, still had the shield batteries, still kept poking, forced MicroMachine to expand to a different location, even killed off the Viking, and almost looks like that might have been it for the Viking production, but MicroMachine is a master of recovery. I think probably the best at recovering. If you nuke all the bots and tell them to recover, MicroMachine is always going to come out on top. And there's that factory.
Indeed.
So the Cyclones will be coming, the Voids. Yeah, I think MicroMachine should be able to take this here, but barring some weird scenario.
I think this will be pretty tight. The Stalker has just started, so this is the quickest yet for the Reaper to get in here, and it's going to be quite a while before he is stopped.
Yeah, and this is huge. Again, just slowing down the income means that many less Void Rays, and that's what killed MicroMachine game 1 was the stack of Void Rays. He could just never get any traction on it. But here in game 3, it's going to be killing more and more probes. And
I've never seen that. Did you just see the grenade through the probe to the other side of the gas, and it got in that side and came out that side?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it comes out the same side that it goes in.
It went in, yeah.
Apparently. Interesting.
But it literally like went in the thing while it was like in the air from the grenade.
Oh, what? Well, my screen's too laggy, so
it was really weird.
Direct, clip it. We need to see that.
I kind of want to see that again.
We'll get a clip of that. Yeah,
it was something that looked weird, but yeah, mine's a little laggy too, so I want to see it again.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can with 4 frames a second.
Yeah, ditto. hopefully, but it looks good on stream, so we're good. Yeah, so Reaper's still trying to sneak in. There's a couple here. The Void Ray is coming out on the other side. Will he be able to get up to... So actually, this time, like you had said before, it's the minerals that may be the lockdown, because he's got 350 gas, because he's prioritizing that, but he's pretty short of the 250 needed to get a second one.
Yeah, so it's just going to be the one Void Ray for now, unless... Oh, no, and he actually gets another Stalker, so there's no way another Void's coming out. So this is just... It's 50% easier to deal with, Endersword.
Yeah, quite true.
Even the simplest bot, that math.
Quite true. And a Viking is on the way. Last time he got really lucky where the Void Ray happened to be hovering over the starport right at the time it popped out, so it was able to pick it off. If that's not the case this time, and it looks like it won't be,
well, that was with 2 Voids as well.
That was with 2 Voids, yeah, so they could basically insta-kill it, or before it could get out of range.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the SCVs are all here, so they might actually be able to repair it.
Are they lowering? Yeah, okay, there it is. So it's going to get some shots off. Well, or do something.
He's trying. He's just trying to get the correct, he's trying to get a nice missile lock. He's got to make sure he's just in range. Okay, just shoot your damn missiles. What are you doing?
No deal. No deal. No deal.
So he's having some technical malfunction there. The missile's jammed like an Independence Day. He's going to have to ram his ship into the belly of the Void Ray.
Gotta do it. I hope he gives it a virus first.
That'd be an interesting. I guess the Scourge used to do that, but we got rid of the Scourge. So,
True.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
so the Void Ray coming to its defense
of the map is dead. So yeah, it's one Void Ray, which I don't think will be enough with the Cyclone out as well. Actually, Cyclone locking onto a shield battery is not the optimal thing in the scenario, but I still think the Void's going to die pretty quick here. If that Viking could shoot there, it did finally shoot once. And then died.
Yeah, another Viking is coming out, but
he's fine. MicroMachine's fine.
I think he may die without the Void dying, but I'm not sure.
Oh, because the building's going down first. Yeah,
the building may just go, and the Void may just be left alive.
Yeah, we'll see. At this point, MicroMachine. There's no way he's not going to be able to recover. He's got Viking production, another starport on the way, more Cyclones coming out second base, and one Void Ray will just not be enough. But wow, some good build here out of PrismBeams. Again, very refreshing to see some Voids again.
Yep.
I know you're a big fan of them Void Rays.
I am. I think this is a strong sort of thing. I think it could be I think it could be refined a little bit, obviously, to look for things like that can backstab you, because that's the obvious solution to this. But it's also very vulnerable to if somebody snipes it, because they just know to go look for it, and if you find it, you can kill it. So
it's a great start, though.
But it's a good start. Great... Yep.
He was doing pretty good on the ladder. I believe it was 8th or something on the ladder.
Yeah, it is unique. So I mean, nobody uses Voids. So I think when you do that, the bots have to then kind of go out of their way to code against it.
Yeah, I think if that was any Terran other than MicroMachine, they might have had a harder time dealing, lot harder time dealing.
Yeah,
with
I mean
that
first game was pretty decisive too. Like once the Voids start to accumulate, that's it.
Yes, indeed. All right, well, MicroMachine will remain in the upper bracket with some phenomenal play. I like to how not only does he have that 98 or whatever % win rate, he's got to as he whoops the other bot, he's got to be like, oh, time to concede. So arrogant. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
MicroMachine, you deserve it all. You are such a good bot, and I'm very excited that you're sticking in that upper bracket, because it was last season or the season before, knocked down into the lower bracket like first round because of some sniper or something. I forget exactly what it was, but no, it's good to see MicroMachine doing so well once again. And we'll get our next game loaded up here. What do we got coming up next, Undersword?
We have Sharkbot versus AdditionalPylons, I believe.
Yes.
Is that it?
That is.
Yeah, Sharkbot, another new one that we don't know a whole lot about.
We know he's in C+.
We do know he's
C
in
sharp. C sharp. I'm sorry.
It makes sense that the Sharkbot would be somewhere in C.
Why? I don't get it.
Well, that's where they live.
Oh my god. right over my dumb head.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Wow, that was actually
it's excellent. We got to kill time somehow, man. There's a 2-minute time.
You're doing it well.
Yeah.
What else do we know about him? He's great at micro and cheese builds, macro builds, and building placement. A little bit iffy, but should be good. It's a chat bot that has ventured into gaming. What is a chat bot? Like that thing that you talk to online in high school?
That makes sense.
One of those things?
I think it is.
Like Siri?
Like Siri, but typey. It is a legit chatbot. That's pretty
interesting.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you can chat
Sharkbot.
with Sharkbot. Holy crap, everybody! If you
Yeah.
want to chat with Sharkbot online, here I'm going to post the link for y'all.
That seems kind of weird. Like, you could take the code. You could take the code from almost anything and just put the bot in the same thing, and then like nothing would then activate the code that you don't want to use. So I wonder, does he use, like, in the chat in the game, is it responding dynamically like an AI?
I don't know.
I want to see.
That is a good question.
Man.
Yeah, no, I'm sure somebody in chat might know.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's some stats for additional pylons. Of course, always construct more of them. Nice win rate. It's good to see additional pylons doing so well again. Created by MindMe in Python. Doesn't really use build orders. Doesn't really have those, but it's good at adjusting though to the enemy's units. So if they build a bunch of stalkers, additional pylons will build immortals. It's good at countering things like that. So it does use information of things that it sees, and that's actually how it works entirely. It does everything based on what it sees, which I guess that's how we play StarCraft, right?
Yeah,
it's a good way to emulate the human.
Exactly.
Oh, get your votes in as well. !! Vote. And I think we're ready. Are we ready?
I think so.
I'm going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, match number 2 here on ESChamp. We have got another best of 3. It is Additional Pylons versus Sharkbot. Let's get into it right now.
Shark Nices.
Sharkbot.
MindBeams.
Additional pylons.
So I'm asking Sharkbot.
That's literally what I just did. Yeah.
I'm asking Sharkbot if he thinks he's going to win his match. What response did you get?
I'm afraid I'm a little confused. You see, I assumed you were coming here for, and then nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, mine's very confident. I asked if he's going to win his match, and Sharkbot just says, "Aye, sir."
Okay.
So let's see here. See if Sharkbot can give us a good game. Very confident from what I can see. Again, best of 3 here on Lightshade. You do have to sign in with Google. Again, go to that link I posted, and you can chat with Sharkbot there. That's fun. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Cool.
Good.
What an interesting upbringing too. What an interesting origin story for one of our bots.
Yeah, a lot of AI is apparently like that. Like the Watson computer that was used to win Jeopardy now diagnoses cancer patients.
And it's used in Star Trek, the VR video game as well. You can use it for voice commands and whatnot.
Nice.
It uses Watson, so
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I haven't played that.
That's cool. It does it. Wait, it diagnoses just cancer or
like,
illnesses?
Yeah, I think it like tries to early detection sort of thing. So it uses something, and then I guess it can answer medical questions or something, but I don't know about that. But yeah,
so can WebMD.
Yeah, well, exactly. I'm pretty sure that when it just Googles it and answers what's on it. So I mean, yeah, that might be dangerous, but the detection part's good, I guess.
Sharkbot is taking a page out of PrismBeams book here and doing, I guess, a proxy void ray build.
It's looking like it.
Do we have 2 proxy void ray bots?
We apparently do. It's the new Tempest.
It is the new Tempest.
The new
you're right.
Tempest. So let's see. We got 3 shield batteries this time. 4. That's pretty expensive, man.
Well, it says it's good at micro and cheese builds. This is a cheesy build.
This is a pretty cheesy build.
Yeah, look at the 4 shield batteries. Damn.
And we do have a robo coming on additional pylon side. Not ideal. We also there was one stalker, but the stalker did already find this, so maybe it can adapt to what's going on. But if it just pokes away, like that pylon will literally never die.
Okay, I'm reposting the link. Apparently, my link didn't show up in chat because I blame Drek.
Punk.
There, try that.
So is he going to adapt at all? Like it's not responded. Okay, it's not going to do it. Although the warp prism maybe makes some sense, but it's not responding at all to the fact that there's a void ray.
Well, the void ray is not doing much, so what is there to respond to, Endersword? It's just
exactly.
Ominously.
He's waiting for the second one. Clearly,
that's smart. Yeah, that can be good, especially if you get a few stalkers out. What is it? 4 stalkers can take down a void pretty quickly.
It's one of those things where it's good to wait if you're surprising them. If he's already sitting there shooting your pylon, you're not exactly shocking them.
Enjoy the laser show. I will, and here we go. We are going to see some micro, maybe some prism, warp prism micro. Yeah, the stalker does lift up to save it, but it just dies so quickly that prismatic alignment. I think that might just be it. 2 void rays in your base, not enough stalkers to deal with it. An immortal coming out. It's good if you want to maybe do push and kill on the other side of the base. That could be good, but
a phoenix in response.
This might be
be interesting. I kind of want to see how that's going to work out. But,
you get phoenixes do pretty good against voids if you can get a few of them.
Yeah,
just because they're so fast, they can run away. And get
fast and light. Yeah. Although we've essentially got infinite shield recharge for these voids.
Oh yeah, no, these voids aren't dying anytime soon. Yeah.
He's still going after that. Okay, there you got a little too close to the fire.
Yeah, unless you're ready for these voids, they just hit so hard. And with all those shield batteries. Actually, the Immortal is going to be able to help a little bit. Start chipping away at them. Maybe force those shield batteries to use their energy up. Could be nice. This is not looking good for additional pylons.
Not great at all. He's even got a double pylon there, which is.
Oh, what is the stalker even stuck on?
His own past issues.
I guess. They'll get you caught. They'll make life hard.
They will. You got that baggage. Don't bring your baggage to Lightshade.
Leave it on ire.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, it looks like Sharkbot with another nice void ray proxy. Okay, so now we have the next round of updates. I guarantee will include copious amounts of anti-void ray proxy builds.
Yeah,
that is my prediction. Because if we've got 2 bots going at it, and it does seem to work pretty well, almost better against Protoss. Again, unless you're super ready for it, able to shut it down early or something. Once you get up to this many voids, you're just dead.
Yeah, exactly. Protoss doesn't have good backup plans to it. A Terran can make turrets, Terran can make Cyclones, Terran can make Vikings. Just a lot of Marines is also good enough. And you have a lot more backstab options with Reapers and blah, blah, blah. Whereas Protoss, it's either you were already going Stargate quicker than he was, or you've got a ton of stalkers with shield batteries and whatever. It's pretty hard to hold if you don't know it's coming. You really have to see it and kill it.
And I don't even know if additional pylons saw it until. Well, did the first void didn't even poke, right?
The first void wasn't even out
when or something.
Yeah. It stayed there, but he had already found it. He was down there with a stalker shooting at a pylon.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But he had a zealot and a adept up top that didn't come down to help. I don't know that they would have chewed through it anyway because there were 3 shield batteries, but it didn't help itself. It didn't do anything to respond to the void ray. So I think they just have to do that. Code something in.
How do you fix the lag? Donate for a new computer. Potentially, if you do want to help support ESChamp, you can become a Crown Club member. That is the best way to help support us and help keep things running smoothly. We just have our secondary stream running because our main guy who does the streaming is out for some personal issues, so he will hopefully be back next week. But we'll try to get that lag fixed up for you here. I'm sure our production is hard at work right now as I'm telling him. Always.
Indeed.
Are we ready? No, we got one more minute. Oh, I can't wait another minute, Enderstorm. I need these games.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
He
goodness.
makes me wait so long. I can't take it.
He does. Is a tease. Yeah, we're gonna see. Can he adapt to this? It at least like scouted and checked, but then the fact that I think that's the part that makes me most nervous for additional pylons is that it knew and then it didn't do anything.
Didn't do it, yeah.
So, and that's usually worse than not knowing because it shows that even if I just tell you, you don't know what to do. And there's a pretty specific, there's a specific set of things you usually need to do where you need to really go after this before it becomes 2, 3, 4 voids.
Yeah.
If you let it go, then it's just not gonna work.
All right, well, let's hop into it and see what happens. This will be game number 2 between these two awesome Protosses. Will the proxy voids prevail, or will additional pylons hold strong? Let's find out.
I get the sense it's supposed to be Protossi.
Shark Nices.
Sharkbot.
Mind Bees.
Additional pylons.
All right. Game number 2 on Blackburn. What would he love to do? Additional pylons would love to stand here and talk with us, but he's not going to. Well, that's rude.
Makes sense.
All he said was good luck, have fun. It's like somebody comes up and says hi to you. They're like, why are you talking to me? Sorry, I was just saying hi.
So true. So true. just straight
Additional
up
pylons
straight up
for that.
BM. Straight up BM.
I'm excited to see. We're going to see some epic BM from what I've heard today in our second half of today's show. So make sure you stick around and get your salt shakers ready, or a big drink to wash it down with, because we're going to have some BM from one of our Terrans coming up. But let's go ahead and focus on this again. Game 2 here. Sharkbot, I believe. Wait, is he not proxying?
He should be, but I mean he can't. Yeah.
Okay, he does have a probe. I thought he didn't have a probe out here.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, no, that's additional pylons probe. Where is he?
No, he's in the other spot. He's in the. We can't. We're a little more pixelated. Okay. Yeah. We're a little more pixelated than stream, so
I know it's hard to see. Okay, so he's gonna do the proxy void again, and this is a beautiful location. This map is so going to be so hard to hold. That cannon actually might be quite helpful here.
Yeah,
but,
he also could just straight up kill this probe before it's ready.
If he kills the probe,
he's got to put his Stargate down.
Oh!
It starts. Okay. He's got to then get the shield batteries, but he's not ready yet, and he's stuck.
Oh, he gets blocked.
Yeah.
Additional pylons with the body block. He has had enough of this crap, and he is shutting this down early just with his little scouting probe here. Another probe is coming across to try to build more shield batteries, but maybe this probe can get another block or so.
Yeah, more shield batteries isn't like he can afford the delay because of what additional pylons is doing, because he can, like, this isn't attacking him. So the idea that he needs more energy or something is not going to be a problem just yet. But yeah, so they're down. They are far back, so that's a pretty big area to retreat to. If they were maybe build some more. If they were closer, he could hang out on the ledge and kill the cannons.
All right, well, another probe goes down.
He's
3
going after it.
batteries.
If he had one unit, that pylon would be dead because the batteries weren't.
Oh yeah, like one stock or something.
Yeah, like two probes probably would have killed that.
Yeah, maybe.
But because he got all the shields dead.
All right, well, the voids are out now, so yeah, I guess in the end the delay really doesn't amount to much, unfortunately.
Yeah, because it didn't slow the void itself down. It's just the batteries. But it did waste a couple probes, which, given that you're running on a tight budget, is a big deal.
Well, the cannons are up now as well. Do the cannons have shield batteries supporting them? I do not believe so. 2 voids are going to come in. Yes, just a bunch of cannons. Oh my god, if he were to target down that pylon, this would just be over instantly. But he is going to fight the cannons straight up. One cannon goes down. They do have the shield batteries, and they're doing a good job at retreating and healing up. So yeah, this just might not be enough. But as he gets further away, the shield batteries aren't going to be able to heal this easily.
Now he'll be in range of the pylon before the cannons.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
he's going to get warp tech maybe too.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
Yeah. So one stalker that'll go. He will go after the other cannon. Yeah, he's just going to be able to do this infinitely. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the shield battery's too much of a thing to deal with. 2 of them have been used up, but he's got 2 more. So
yeah, you just unfortunately can't deal with it this way. I think a lot of people have this instinct, like again, even human players, that they're like build static defense. You still kind of can't. The void race can smother you. They can always poke in and bounce back to their shield batteries. And if you really try and turtle, then a human player can just transition to Tempest and you lose anyway.
Yeah.
So
the static defenses are meant to aid and support, not win.
Yeah. They can't be there without units.
Well,
especially when on the ledge like that. If you were going to do that, you've got to do it close to the Nexus so that they have to commit to coming across the, your base to get there, so that you can get something under it. But yeah, obviously you don't know that when you first place your first pylon.
Well, it's going to get a stalker under it right now, and it's going to die very quickly here. And yeah, that should be it. Sharkbot will take the game and will remain in the upper bracket. Additional pylons will go down to face PrismBeams. So now that he's dealt with a proxy void, he gets to deal with next week a proxy void build.
For sure.
What a lucky bot. Or 2 weeks. That'll be 2 weeks from now, I think.
I hope that Sharkbot and PrismBeams meet each other.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, just void versus void.
I just want to see the void ray base trade.
That would be interesting. Nicely done. Again, well executed. Nice build. Even with the little bit of delay there with the probe getting killed, it didn't really slow down much. But it was a good attempt from Additional Pylons and a good game overall. Good series. It's good to see those voids again. I'm enjoying this.
No, they're great. Great unit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they
definitely a tough draw.
Yeah, for sure. And they're the type of unit too that I think really lends itself to bot use because of the speed and because of like the beam on and off, and like there's a lot of kind of micro potential to them that I think it works pretty well.
Oh, well, yeah, if you're a human player, you really have to babysit things like that. Things like oracles, because they're so fast, they will just fly in and they can die very quickly. So you got to be able to pull them back instantly, which, again, bots have near perfect reaction time. So
they do.
About as good as it can get. All right, so that is our first half of our show. Again, we have a fun segment we're debuting today. It'll be my first time seeing it as well. A little Failbots. So we're going to see bots fail in hilarious ways. I'm imagining like 90s style America's Funniest Home Videos. But
that's what I'm hoping.
That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see.
Yeah, we did hire, what's his name? I can't remember. Danny Tanner.
Oh.
To voice over.
Good memory. I never would have gotten that. Yeah.
I forget. I mean, that's not his real name. That's his character's name on Full House. But whatever that guy's name is, we hired him.
Well, stick around. Again, that'll be just after the break here. Again, check out our Crown Club membership as well. You can get access to all of our artwork for free, as well as behind-the-scenes stuff like PostBots, our little extra show that we do just for you, the Crown Club. You can get all of that in the Discord or on our forum. Type !join to get all that, or !forum, whatever. You'll figure it out. Anyway, stick around. We've got more games coming up after the break. 2 more best of 3s. We've got our Terran hard hitters. We've got Ketroc, BenbotBC, Strelok, and DominionDog all coming up. It's just going to be a Terran fiesta. So it'll be fun. So stick around, get comfy. What's up?
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. There you go. You nailed it. And on that note, we will see you all after the break here on ESChamp, day 2 of ProBots. Stay tuned, everybody. And we are back, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on day 2 of ProBots, season 2 in the year 2021. Endersword, are you excited for some Terran action, some Terran on Terran extravaganza?
I want to see some TBT violence, for sure.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of it. We have got some of our strong hitting Terrans coming up. We've got Ketroc versus BenbotBC as our first best of 3, and then to wrap the night up, Strelok versus DominionDog. So these are going to be some explosive TVTs. Make sure you stick around. But first, we have a fun little segment to debut after we do a member shout out, because our Crown Club is just amazing. Again, if you like extra content, like what's our show called? Postbots. It's our little extra ProBots show. Make sure you check out our Crown Club. But this is for everybody. It is our new segment, Failbots. Let's run it and see what happens. Is it ready? Yes. Doogie Howitzer, this is his first appearance here on ProBot, so it's going to be exciting to see what he's got. He does have a special trait, which is spamming cannons and gateways. Yes. So if I'm not mistaken, this is going to have a zealot follow-up, right?
Well, it still needs to have a cannon follow-up.
What?
This is just 8 pylons. So that part needs to happen at some point, and so far that part has not continued. But I can tell you one thing: it will not be supply blocked anytime soon.
Yeah, that is very true. So I guess the best way we could relate this to a human would be, printf. So we should use him as the bar, right?
Oh yes, this is exactly what printf does. It's always 8 pylons. Like, he's very precise with his build orders. It's 8 pylons in a horseshoe shape around the natural, and then eventually a cannon, maybe.
Building for optimal conditions. Wind conditions favorable. Optimal conditions achieved. No. Don't attack that one. No, don't. Damn it.
And this adaptation, the MicroMachine is getting a planetary fortress at the natural.
Will that reach the bunker? Yeah.
Well, if the bunker reaches it reaches the bunker.
Yeah. Okay, so this is just going to be a little bit of a duel here. The repair will keep this bunker alive for quite some time, but now it's just going to be a bit of a mineral sink. Just keep it alive while it's really not doing that much to the
There appears to be a minor flaw in this plan.
What is that?
The 18 SCVs that keep coming down into the
are they doing that again?
There's Storm catching all 3 is definitely worth it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. These are getting away, but a lot of damage being done. And if he kind of loses his front line, it'll take a long time for these to be repaired, even though they are living.
I think Sharpie's got it, especially once +1 finishes up. We don't even have +1 done. Once that does, the Stalkers are going to be able to tear through the battlecruisers so much more effectively with that Tempest support. And this base is in dire trouble right now, and it might just go down. The repair is really good so far, and the mines are getting some juicy shots. But the mothership is here.
There's the storms backing this up. This will clear basically out all the... Actually, a second wave of repairs came, but it's too late. The BC's still trying to fight. Their cooldown, I guess, is back. That one at least is going away. This one is not. And the mama ship with it.
Boom! Whoa! GG. Wait, did it call GG or... it crashed.
Actually, it crashed. That is a shame because, because he was winning.
Oh, wait.
Are we back? We're
back. That tricked me. I saw us back, but
that was us from then.
That was different versions of us.
That was time travel. I was like, I'm in a different house.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
my hair's shorter. What
Yeah.
the hell? Okay,
Oh.
we're back. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. I found that to be quite entertaining. Our new little Failbot segments. Obviously, we get some fun scenarios with these bots throughout some of our games here. They do some unexpected things that the bot authors don't necessarily want them to do. But it's the best way to learn is through your failure, right? So might as well have a little bit of fun watching it at the same time.
Quite true. I mean, it's amazing. These are now the rare instances. When we first started this whole thing, that was just the games.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like just every game was just like a complete nonsense, like bots doing weird things, and it's gotten so much more sophisticated that those are the rare things now.
Yeah, very rare. Well, you saw what was MicroMachine's crash percentage is like 0.1 or so. Somebody's got a 0% crash rate.
Yeah.
These bots are getting very refined and very well articulated. There it is. I was going to say, hopefully our game will be starting soon. In just a couple minutes here, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have some TVT for you. Again, if you like extra ProBots content, check out PostBots in our Crown Club. You do have to be a Crown Club member to get access to it, but you'll also get access to our Discord. You can come watch live and ask questions and see the bot authors and lots of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff.
Very true. Very true.
This has been an explosive start to our season so far. We've had some awesome games here, some fun new builds, and now we're about to have some epic TVTs. Ketroc always gives us some nice long epic games here. So yeah, look at that nice win rate.
Mhm.
One of our few Java bots as well.
It is indeed. And definitely has some unique play compared to all the other Terrans. And basically just again plays like Ketroc does.
The Planetary
Kind of.
Fortress King. Oh, well, we're going to see some fun new stuff. Ketroc
new
has decided to add some personality to his bot, and I'm not talking like TLO personality. I'm talking
Idra personality.
Idra, yeah, maybe that'd be a good analogy.
Yeah. Fair enough. TLO, nicest guy.
Yeah, TLO never BMs.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, well, Ketroc will be up against BenBot. Here is some BenBot stats for you. We've seen BenBot in a few seasons now.
Yes.
One of our other Java bots. I believe these are actually like our only two. There's a third, isn't there? No, there was last season, but it's
there
not
was last season.
Spiny.
I think there were three, but yeah.
Well,
if Spiny is Eris.
Oh, that's a good
Because
question.
Eris is the iteration. I don't know if they changed the language. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll figure it
But either way, we've got two Java bots going up against each other. Ketroc, I think the favored here by a bit, has a little bit higher win percentage there, but BenBot gives us some awesome games, and we've seen some fun things. As you can see, the battlecruiser icon there. We do see battlecruisers every now and then.
Does sometimes make them.
Does sometimes.
Apparently, Ketroc's personality was added after the deadline.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll see it later. So today it may not have personality, but we'll figure it out. Well, we'll give you a good before and after shot then.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and dive into it, ladies and gentlemen. Our next best of three here, a TVT for you on ESChamp, BenBot versus Ketroc. Let's dive into it.
Ketrocs.
Ketroc.
Blossiers.
BenbotBC.
Okay. So we're gonna see some battlecruisers.
Will indeed. And apparently
Hopefully
we're going to see.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, well, something's going on.
What?
We're apparently going to see a one-base tank Viking build.
From Ketroc?
Yeah, which is apparently a thing.
Yeah, well, it is now.
Yes, I guess it is.
So our BenbotBot here was originally created from scratch using Java, and it can now save game results and uses that info to decide build orders. So, if it loses, kind of that thing we were talking about earlier. If it loses, try a new build. If it works, maybe keep the same build. Kind of something like that. That's how I interpret that. Yeah, did pretty good in season 3 of 2020. It managed to get 3rd place. So yeah, BenbotBot it's been around for a few seasons now, so I think it definitely could go toe-to-toe with a bot like Ketroc here. But this is really interesting. I don't remember seeing it do a proxy barracks like this. Do you?
No, not really. Yeah, I don't think I recall. Well, it does. What did it used to do? It did something weird, like built 2 bunkers in kind of the middle of like the 2nd and 3rd base.
Oh yeah, it did that little defensive location.
Like, yeah. So maybe this is some evolution on that you're better off kind of going offensive a little bit to give you cover.
It does say here it does bunker rushes in the early game. So yeah, I can't remember if that's from last season or if it's a new edition, but either way, it's very nice and we'll do a good job because Ketroc does rely a lot on getting every expansion and just making it impenetrable. So if you can just stop him at the start, hey, that's good. See, there's that command center on the way now, so it will potentially be denied for some time, as that bunker will be a little bit pesky here.
Quite true.
At least until tanks get out, right?
Did we get a poll up?
Oh yeah, do your votes. I don't know if we did. I don't think we did.
I don't know. They're just saying it anyway, but we
go ahead and type it in chat. Type
it in.
Basically, the same thing happens in the end. Yeah,
we'll count.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and don't forget you can clip things on YouTube now. So if y'all see something cool,
you use the scissors.
Use them scissors.
Scissors, because that's how you clip real videos.
Well, that's how you would clip film.
Old film. I keep. There's all kinds of icons like in the world now that we use that don't make any sense to kids.
Like a floppy disk.
Yeah, like the floppy disk save button, or like most phone buttons still look like an old handheld phone. And stuff like that don't really make sense anymore.
That is interesting. Well, they're just it's easier to keep it than it is to try to make something else catch on. Yeah. Well, here's the tank is out and actually gets into a beautiful spot here. Command center doesn't give a damn about those Marines. Marines actually left their bunker, which I guess is the best choice because the bunker's just going to get shelled down, and they actually kill a tank. Wow,
got him. Yeah, okay. Now this is interesting. He's just going to make... Oh, that's an orbital. I thought he was going to make a planetary. Doesn't he usually make a planetary?
He used to, but he's actually been doing a little bit more orbital action, as far as I know. Because it will boost your economy, especially early on if you get a couple of orbitals to get those mules out and that kind of thing. But yeah, Marines are here now and should be able to push this away. That Hellion's just getting free shots. Ketroc not.
They're opting not to.
Yeah, if they go into the mineral line, they come down. See, look, now the Marines are going after SCVs. It's like, oh, hey, wait a second. But they don't care about the command center, so.
True.
That Hellion has figured out the sweet spot here. Well, let's see if the Viking lands to deal with it. No? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he worried about the bunker?
I don't know. No, I just don't think Ketroc's Vikings really land. He cares more about the air control. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember. Have we ever seen... I don't think we've ever seen Ketroc's Vikings land.
I can't recall, but yeah, probably.
Well, he's here in chat. I'm sure he'll let us know.
Yeah, he'll know.
He'll know for sure.
He'll know what he programmed something to
Oh my
do.
god, that Hellion must be just out of range. Can you click on that tank? I want to see the tank range. How close is it? It's got to be just out of range. I see a mouse on our screen. Is there supposed to be a mouse? Is that on stream? Yeah, there's a mouse. There you go. Yeah, get that.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay, now.
Good stuff. And yeah, okay, apparently so there is some lag. You'll have to excuse the lag. As you all probably know, the internet in downtown Toronto is nowhere near as good as rural Poland.
That's true. That is, for some reason, true. Wow, Endersword, the command center just died, or the orbital. It just died to a Hellion and a tank.
Yeah.
That Hellion probably did most damage. It was just burning it down, baby.
Pretty much, and this has put him in a weird position. Oh. It's just not acknowledging that it's like trapped. It just pretending this doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, if you go after the SCVs, Ketroc's like, hey, and shoots you down immediately, and comes down the ramp and kills your units. But this bunker is just in such a spot that I don't know what the thought process here. Okay, now we've got a lot of tanks out. He might do some kind of bust. Okay, one tank sieging up at the low ground will be in range of all this, and he will finally bust out of here. And another command center is on the way. So Ketroc definitely not dead, but this has actually slowed him down way more than I ever thought it would.
Yeah.
Oh wow, and I think
I can see it's affecting the stream now as well. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Usually it's just us, but we're getting a slideshow here.
All right, bear with us, everybody, here as maybe we'll pause here. Okay, so we didn't miss anything though. Don't worry. The push has been, or the contain has been thwarted. And Benbot is returning home with his barracks. He's got a command center up. Second base is finished. A bunker coming up as well with high-sec auto-tracking for some turrets up at the front here, too, with a bunch of widow mines. Here's that kind of little defensive position you were talking about that Benbot does.
Yeah, and I think it looks weird, but it has paid off for him in the past. Like it just kind of does work as a magnet, like that they won't leave it alone. But it's not really even in the way. Actually, that one's a little more so. But a lot of cases, it's not even in the way. But here, because the natural and third are so close.
Well, there's just too many tanks. Yeah. How does he deal with the tanks? I don't think he does.
No, he doesn't. It's a purely turtley thing.
What
boy, looks like detection is needed. What did he? I don't know. Did he? Does he have anything cloaked?
No, I think.
Oh, no. It's it thinks widow mines are cloaked.
Oh, derp. We're smart.
I think so.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, because they're underground, but you can see their little thing. Yeah, you're 100. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
So the BC is a little bit of a ways off.
And Benbot needs his BC if he's going to be successful. It is his bread and butter. It is his, I think it's going to be the only way he survives, because obviously he could do a great job of clearing out the tanks if it can take out a couple of Vikings. There's only 2 or 3 Vikings here, so it's really not unfeasible for a battlecruiser. Actually, there's 4 Vikings now, but still a couple of them are wounded. It is not unfeasible that the battlecruiser could potentially take them out, but this is just becoming a money sink here for Benbot as he's trying to build more and more turrets into the tanks. Yeah, we're going to pause here, everybody. Yeah, next slide.
We're going to try and catch up. Yeah, exactly. Can you hit the clicker for the school bracket? Okay,
there we go.
We're going to try this.
We're going to try it, and we're going to see here. So we have resumed where we left off. Tanks are sieging away these poor SCVs that are just trying to build turrets. And Marines are dying left and right. I guess the bunker would be the place to be, but they just don't want to go in there. Oh, wait. He goes in.
Yep. Going. Oh, single-shotting a Viking there.
All right, so hopefully the lag will be fixed up. Again, it might just be a little choppy. We'll have our normal production computer back in action next week, hopefully. We are on some other setups today.
We on that other shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's still too bad.
Are we back? Yeah. All right, we're us.
Endersword. What are we gonna do?
I don't know, man. Why don't we just draw pictures of what happens?
We do need to do another community game night where we do the picture thing, the Jackbox.
Yeah. That was fun. I think definitely more community stuff.
Yes.
There's what's the one Scribble.io or whatever is basically a Pictionary game, but you can do it with like a chat, or at least I know you can do it with Twitch chat, maybe YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think people just join the lobby or something like that, but we could do something like that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll get this game hopefully back for you all momentarily. While you wait, if you want us to get better equipment, check out our Crown Club. Now, we do have better equipment, just not today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But if you want to support ProBots, and we do use that stuff to improve the stream in any way that we can, be it graphics, be it making it just run smoother, hopefully. Because we eventually will get some newer, better equipment for poor Drexama here.
Yes.
One day.
Someday.
You can only do so much. But yeah, check out our Crown Club membership. You get cool stuff like all our artwork. You get behind the scenes so you can come hang out with us while we're making our behind the scenes show. Postbots. I say behind the. It's not really a behind the scenes show. It's more of a continuation show of where we go more in depth as to what we saw. But it's a lot of fun. Check out our Discord as well. All right, it's looking smooth on my end finally, but hopefully,
yeah, it's looking promising, but it could be a trap.
Yeah, get them hamsters running faster. It's our hamster wheels, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see more Failbots as well. That was fun.
Me too. I think that's a good segment. I think we need to be playing like the Benny Hill music on top of it. But other than that, it's perfect.
We'll get copyright stricken for that or something.
That's probably.
Well,
true.
how long is that? Is that past copyright claim yet?
Let me see. It's called Yakety
what,
Sax.
80 years or something, or some ridiculous amount of time.
Yakety Sax was recorded
1920s.
20s. Yeah, we're getting. Was it?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. That's my prediction.
Okay, I think it's sooner than that. Unfortunately.
Sooner.
1963.
Oh, okay. Close. All right, we're gonna try one more time, everybody. And if it doesn't work, we're gonna publicly flog Drexelma for you on our next stream.
It's weird to think of this. I guess this would be true in the 60s or something. But like Yakety Sax, you think of as like funny music you just play in the background of something. It was like it actually like charted, like they played it on the radio, and it was like some people's favorite song and stuff.
Yeah, there's different tastes, man.
That's weird.
Okay, we're back. Hopefully things hold together here on Jagannatha for game number 1 here. Benbot with an awesome, just to refresh your memories here, had a really nice little bit of a bunker contained on the other side, a little bunker rush that actually killed Ketroc's first expansion. Ketroc has since recovered and has these tanks now sieging Benbot's base, but the first battle cruiser has finally arrived. Wake up the Viking pilots. So were they sleeping? Because, I mean, they're in battle right now, so hopefully not. Oh. It barely teleports out of there. I don't know if the BC's enough at this point. There's just too many Vikings.
No, yeah, that did almost nothing. And the Vikings, a lot of them were already damaged on top of it. And that, I don't know, maybe got a shot or two, but it's not going to do well. They spread so well. They retreat so well. The Viking there could even just shut it down. So I don't even know. Like, Benbot also relies on repairing those back up, and he doesn't have the economy to do so, really.
Yeah. Now, Ketroc's ability to pull back and go home and repair himself is also just incredibly
he's chasing it down. Will kill the battle cruiser.
And yeah, that should pretty much Stim is on the way, but you know, a few Stim Marines are never going to break this tank line. 5 tanks with some SAVs to repair as well, and just that Air Force overhead, the Raven to detect. So, you know, even if he did manage to get out of Cloak Banshee or more Widow Mines in place, they're not going to do anything. But yeah, Ketroc a lot more aggressive this time around, it feels like.
Yeah, definitely decisive here. Just kind of put on the pressure. Is not overextending, but is just kind of slowly doing this tank hop forward to kill everything.
Wait, is this the Failbots clip again?
Basically. He really wants that turret back up. Really wants that turret back up.
Ding, ding. As the SCVs walk to their deaths. But no, yeah, even with that delay, Ketroc's still able to put on just some heavy aggression relatively early on, considering. Yeah. And yeah, you know, and once those tanks get into position, if you're not able to break them with BCs or something, then you're just gonna get choked out and starved. But again, good attempt out of Benbot. Ketroc is last season's champ, or 2 seasons ago champ, and came in 3rd place last season. So he will not be easy to take out in round 1. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, showed a lot of resilience here, despite having a little bit of a, I guess, glitch or error or misunderstanding. So I think the theory in chat was that, from Ketroc, was that his bot thought that the command center was a planetary, because it usually is. And so his army acted like it was a planetary and left it.
Interesting.
So that's kind of, interesting that it thought that it could defend itself, and then it couldn't.
You got this, right, Command Center? Yeah, you're fine. All right, so yeah, game number 1 here will go to Ketroc. It'll be the slow tank crawl of death, but we'll Speed up here a little bit. And man, look at that Viking stack. Okay, we're gonna start playing. That'd be a fun fail. How many Vikings are in the stack? It's like guess the jelly beans in the jar.
Yeah.
How many Vikings are in the stack? 7. There's 7 right now.
Yes, there's 7. Yeah, sounds.
I don't know.
Right.
There could be 12. There could be 30. We don't know.
It looked like 7 or 8. Yeah. Who knows? The good old Viking flower. I remember when that was first like discovered somehow.
Oh, how they like spread out perfectly.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Do you remember all like the early StarCraft II advancements, like magic boxing?
Oh yeah, magic box
like
the
that.
Thor, and
yeah. Fun techniques.
I've been watching a lot of. I watch StarCraft VOD archives on Twitch.
Oh yeah,
have you seen it? Yeah. It's basically he's running all the old GSLs and old Korea tournaments and everything. It's a lot of fun to watch. But Ketroc with the win here. We'll take game 1. BenbotBC. What is he gonna do to switch things around? It looks so good at the start there. It really killing one of Ketroc's command centers that early. It's like that is pretty much how you cripple Ketroc. That's almost his Achilles heel right there. Is his command centers. You know, he's so good at expanding, and once he gets up to 3-4 bases with planetaries, you're never gonna break him. So to stop him that early was impressive. Are we back? Oh yeah, okay, we're back on the thing. Just not on our screen.
Magic boxing is if you have your units spread out, like they'll automatically spread out. If you took a group of mutas,
flying units specifically,
like flying units specifically. Although I think it does work with everything. It was most useful with the flying units. But if the mutas are all spread out and you click to a point, like go to a Thor, then they're going to converge on the Thor, and then when it AoEs into the air, it's going to hit everything. So what you do instead is click the formation past the Thor, and then hit stop when it's over it. And then they'll keep the spread out formation because they won't come together until they hit that spot. So they come separately. You just hit stop, and then they attack from all sides.
Stop right where they are, as opposed to coming together. So it's all just to reduce the area of effect damage.
Yeah,
you just take from Thors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
works on Archons.
Yeah, Archons, Widow Mines, like whatever it is that you
turrets,
need. Yeah.
Anything that does splash. Well, I don't have a timer anymore, but I'm assuming our game's ready because I see our game is ready. Can I?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, we're not ready.
My absolute favorite technique, and the reason that I picked Protoss because for the first 6 months I was random, and then I was like, that's so cool, I have to play Protoss, was the thing where you queue up a bunch of stalkers so that when they hit a certain point, they blink.
So blink, shift click it.
Yeah, you've got them completely walking single fire, and then they all just chain blink up. That just looks so cool. That
makes it look like they've got a mind of their own or something.
Exactly.
And so, that's how the pros do it. You can't blink as a huge group up a cliff. You gotta do it in little chunks. So you do that shift click, and I love doing that. There's a fun campaign mission. What is it? In Wings of Liberty, the Dark Templar, the Zeratul missions.
Oh yeah.
The void, whatever crystal void things. But you get a bunch of stalkers, and it's just you have to jump over a bunch of cliffs, stuff like that. It's good stalker practice. Go play the campaign, everybody, if you haven't.
There's also
a good way to warm up.
I don't know if it's still viable, but they came up with that thing at one point, StarCraft Master, which was like a custom map that was made by them.
I think that's still out there.
I just don't know if the units have changed, like if it locked in the old.
If it's been updated,
because if they've changed it so much that I don't know if any of it's valid, because they were all designed such a way that you could just win, if you did it perfect. But if they change the mechanics, which they have, then it may not work. But there was one in that where you essentially had to do the chain stalker thing. If you try, it was a narrow thing, and if you tried to blink them all, they wouldn't go.
They'll just blink and die.
Yeah,
not correctly. All right. Very soon here we will have our game. I'm very excited here to see if BenbotBC can turn things around. I am assuming he'll do something similar. I'm hoping maybe a map switch up can maybe work a little more in his favor, because I'd love to get into an ace match between these two, because it was close there. Again, maybe if he got his battle cruiser out a little faster, do you think? I don't know.
Yeah, that was a bit like, it
It's hard to
kind of
say.
seems like the whole point of doing the contain and killing the base was to give you cover to get your battle cruiser out quicker, but it didn't. So I don't know what the point of it was. And I think it maybe prioritized, like, if you're going to do that contain too, you don't have to do your little 2 bunker turret 4 widow mine thing. That's why you did it out there. So
Yeah.
I think if they cleaned that up a little bit and then went into the BC directly, then potentially he could have countered. Because when it came across first, I think there's only 1 or 2 Vikings.
Yeah.
So if you can just squash it right then you might be okay. But if you start letting it be 8, then no, you're going to lose.
Well, yeah, he definitely needed to pump that money into getting the battle cruisers out faster because those defenses did nothing against the tank.
Yeah.
Tanks will win that fight every day. All right. Nope, not ready. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ender Sword.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying your beautiful scenery? Oh, we are ready. You can tell me about it.
Okay.
Because I do want to hear more about where you've been staying. I hear it's very beautiful. But game number 2 is ready, and then we'll hear about that between Ketroc and BenBot. Let's go.
Because I can't see.
I know. It's making it even harder. It's all right. We can do this, Ender Sword.
Okay.
Ketrocs.
Ketroc.
Blossiers.
BenbotBC.
Okay, here we are on Blackburn. Now, something interesting I noticed there. If you go over Ketroc's base, his worker count on his command center was like shooting up and down. So he's doing some extra worker micro there.
Yeah.
A little bit,
Yeah,
probably either to just I guess to optimize to make sure they stay at the correct mineral patch or something.
Yeah, is he doing you can see the clicks
speed.
before. So he's
the
doing
speed.
the speed mining. Yeah.
His SCVs are speed mining. One thing we didn't actually see, I forgot to mention, it was one of our last series. Was it Sharkbot AdditionalPylons? Sharkbot actually does some like prism something, right? Some warp prism mining. What was it? Warp prism mining. Yeah, is the bot special trait. So we'll have to keep our eye out for that. We've got our Terran and our Zerg speed mining, but now we've got warp prism mining, whatever the heck
makes
that
sense.
is. We'll see that maybe next week.
Yeah, I got to take a closer look because it makes a lot of sense because they increased the pickup distance for warp prisms like a long time ago to make them more viable for escaping. And yeah, you could park basically a prism in the middle of your mineral line and you should be able to get every probe.
That would be interesting to see. Once it's done mining, basically loads right up, drops immediately in front of the Nexus, goes back in, drops immediately in front of the minerals. You'd also need less workers per base too, technically.
Yeah.
With that, but again, it wouldn't be a starting thing. It would be a later game. You'd have to get the robo, get the prism up. So it would be a later game thing to potentially reduce the worker count needed, I guess.
Yeah.
Each base. That would be interesting.
It is neato as an idea.
All right, well, BenBot is actually switching things up here, Undersword. Yeah, he does have the little bunker contain, but he's got the proxy factory. Oh, wait, no, he proxied the factory last time.
Yeah, he did before.
Never mind, I'm full of it.
He got that one Hellion out, and then...
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And we're getting... So Ketroc has said twice, like one base Viking tank, and each time it's made a command center.
He lies. He's trying to trick the bot.
He's an absolute liar.
He said there was no BM, but he's lying. No, we will see some new chit chat out of Ketroc in the next week or two with his newest updates. That'll be fun to see. I like it when the bots chat to each other. Makes it feel real.
Yeah, they're people too.
Yeah, bots are people too. All right, well, bunker contain is in place. Tank's about to pop out. Command center about to make its way down. Oh, actually, that tank not in range of the bunker. Last time it went down the ramp a little bit first.
Yeah, did a bit. This
we might see another dead command center.
Yeah, is he just going to straight up like bam? Okay, is the tank coming close though? Okay, that could be different.
Oh, there we go. Tank did move. Yep.
Yeah. Although he did that last time, but it's going to work better.
Oh, it works so much better.
Because last time that tank got jumped on and just killed.
Not this time. This time the Marines tried to jump on the tank, but it was at the top of the ramp as opposed to it was like in the middle or something towards the bottom last time.
Yeah.
And they all died. So this is now shut down, and Ketroc will not lose his expansion. Nice recovery, though. He does salvage the bunker at the least. A couple more Marines going down, unfortunately, but just with the position Ketroc's in now, I am very afraid for BenbotBC, my friend, because he is just now started his expansion, whereas last game he actually had his expansion mining before Ketroc got his second one rebuilt and that. So I don't think this bodes well for BenbotBC, but it does bode well for Ketroc, as he only needs one more win here.
Yeah, puts him way ahead of where he was in the first game, and we've got BenbotBC kind of doing the same thing of kind of making that little centralized position. This is actually, again, a better position because of kind of where it is at the top of a ramp and so on. So it may be a little easier to defend, but if you're kind of stuck with static defense and someone's coming at you with Vikings and tanks, the static defense usually is going to lose that.
Oh, yeah. I would not put my money on the static defense in that scenario.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
Speaking of gambling, when are we going to start our bracket? We forgot again.
We forgot about
Jesus Christ.
It makes sense to start next round anyway.
Yeah, because we missed it. So season 3, we are going to do a fun little March Madness style bracket or something. That'll be a lot of fun, and maybe we'll give away like a prize or something. I'll mail you something. I don't know.
That thing.
I'll mail you. I've got a Pokemon plushie. You can have that. All right. So BenbotBC is going to now build his own Vikings. Actually, a Viking just finished. He's got his fusion core on the way. So battle cruisers, a little ways out still. He's got those Widow Mines, which, again, didn't really do much, but if they could just somehow maybe get a miraculous shot, but I don't think they ever will hit the Vikings because Ketroc's Vikings are too smart. He trains his pilots far too well to fly into Widow Mines.
So true. So true.
Would I lie to you? Of course it's true. Never lie to you, Endersword. Oh no, Viking skirmish goes in Ketroc's favor already, but BenbotBC, recognizing that he is outmatched, pulls all the way back and will get some repairs going on, which is good. If he could just get a couple more Vikings out, that's really what he needs, is to just get air control, because then once the battlecruiser pops out, you can clean up the ground. But Ketroc is just full Viking production, 3 at a time, and with BenbotBC prioritizing things like stim and high sec auto tracking, he's just never going to get that air control, and he just lost the Viking, didn't he?
I believe he did.
Oh, and, the Marines getting slaughtered as well.
Just all bad locations. Yeah.
BenbotBC playing a little too, not even aggressively, just getting into the wrong spot there. I guess he was maybe trying to get up and deal with the Vikings with his Marines, but the tank fire obliterates. Now, the grand prize, Sprouch will shout your name when it puts you. That's the grand prize. Bring Sprouch in just to do that.
Yeah. Totally good.
Hopefully we see Sprouch in future season here.
Yes. It had potential.
A lot of potential there for sure.
Potential.
All right. Well, by the looks of it, BenbotBC should actually, he's got a beautiful tank here. Beautiful positioning for it. But there's still just too much for Ketroc, I think. He's going to get 2 tanks and boom, boom. Oh, wait, what is he shooting? There we go. Now he shoots the tank. I don't know what he shot first there. He does still kill the tank, though.
Yeah. Gets it.
SCVs kill that tank. Good job, BenbotBC, training.
Indeed. And Ketroc is actually kind of just retreating back with its force, and it's building through 4 command centers at the same time.
And this is what I was talking about. Once Ketroc gets up to his macro play. You're unless you're on even footing with like MicroMachine or something, you're just not going to be able to take Ketroc in most macro games. I would venture to say Ketroc is probably our strongest macro bot. What would you say?
It's quite possible. I think, it does kind of take charge of the map. I think MicroMachine is almost, if anything, moved away from it intentionally to focus on more production and micro. But so I think Ketroc is the one that just gets big. And
there's a Zerg. One of our Zergs is really good at that too. Spiny or someone.
Yeah, Spiny was. I don't know.
Spiny was.
I don't know about Eris yet. Yeah, we'll see.
We shall see. Well, here we go. Ketroc still pushing into the natural. BenbotBC has managed to hold thus far, which is very impressive. The bunker just out of range here, but oh my god, so many SCVs dying needlessly to repair a turret that isn't even doing anything. Even with that high-sec auto-tracking, the Vikings know better than to get too close. So, Ketroc should be able to slowly just choke out BenbotBC and kill him here, because, 4 bases now, no pressure, nothing going on the other side. Battle cruisers haven't even been started, Endersword.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to see one.
For a long time, and he just can't afford to do it. Yep. And he's under too much pressure. There's no gas, and he's been trying to make Vikings to get back control.
As I say, one does start.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Finally gets enough money out for a battlecruiser, but I think a little too late. There's so many Vikings going to be out by the time that battlecruiser finishes for Ketroc. But hey, with as bad as that bunker contain failed this time, he's holding a lot better than he did last game, which is interesting. Because maybe it's because BenbotBC was forced to prioritize this a little bit sooner as opposed to holding on to that bunker contain for so long. So
exactly. I
mean,
he's
getting Yamato.
Oh, that could turn the game around.
Do you believe in the Yamato?
I mean, kind of, but not really. Not the thing I said.
No.
I don't believe in that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Man of strong beliefs you are, Anderson. All right, more tanks here. They are just kind of going back and forth here, but they're, again, just killing SCV after SCV. The worker count has just been so negligible for BenbotBC. He's never been able to really get much established. He is getting some more upgrades. The Widowmine Drilling Claw, I don't think will really come into handy. Battlecruiser gets forced to teleport away pretty much immediately. And as soon as that goes down, this should be it. Maybe he'll get one Yamato off, but, that's one Viking dead. There's still 10 left or something.
That's good.
He's
kind of Ketroc here, obviously a little hesitant to go up, but the Ravens are going to poke away on the other side.
It's just some good, smart, safe play, especially with tanks. You want to make sure you don't just dive in and try to siege in an unfortunate location, because you could just throw the game. But Ketroc, too good for that. BenbotBC's actually gotten some Vikings up. He's got like 4 Vikings and a battlecruiser. Actually, I think he could take the air fight if he just got his air units all together and was repairing that battlecruiser. Right?
Possible.
Because there's only 4 Vikings here for Ketroc. It's really hard to tell with my 2 frames per second, but
it is a little rough, but I think you're right. Like, he put so much into the Ravens over on the other side that there's not a ton.
5
there.
5 or 6.
5. What's more?
Yeah, but look at the production tab though. He's got 5 producing tabs. So the moment would be like right now while they're wounded and there's only 4 or 5 of them. If you could maybe just dive on him with his own Vikings and the battlecruiser at the same time, but no, just keeps diving in and forced to teleport immediately. Yeah, look at those Vikings just sitting at home, slacking. BenbotBC, get your Vikings into the battle, man.
Get up there. It's funny, the SCVs trying to repair the Widowmines are the only thing getting the Widowmines killed.
Yeah. That is funny. All right, well, this might finally be the push here that allows Ketroc to break in. He just needs to break down the tank and the bunker. The Vikings have total control of the skies for Ketroc. That battlecruiser does pull back barely in time to start repairing. Yeah, BenbotBC getting all these upgrades. If he just didn't get Stim, didn't get Blue Flame, didn't get the Drilling Claws upgrade. There's just so many little things that he's getting that just aren't useful in this scenario.
Yeah.
that maybe, you know, if you got 3 battlecruisers right now, yeah, maybe you could take this. You know, a couple Vikings for support. Yeah, that many Ravens though. No, that's still just
a lot.
Too much of a dream. They'll get interference matrixed. And yeah, I like to dream, Endersword. All right,
that's true. I mean, it's good to have hopes
and aspirations.
Yes.
So I've heard. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, 200 supply, almost 198 supply to 77.75, and dropping. I do believe Ketroc, who owns half the map, will stay in the upper bracket and move on 2-0. Benbot's going to get knocked down to face potentially Strelok or DominionDog. Either of these bots, actually, will face either Strelok or DominionDog, as that is our next best of 3 coming up here. But yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Once Ketroc gets into macro mode, there ain't no stopping him, Endersword.
It's very true. It's he may, and the thing too is this sort of fighting is he's not going to throw either. You're not going to catch him in like a bad fight. You're not going to like make him impatient or something. He's just going to.
You need to have like the most advanced special tactics to bring down Ketroc at this point once he gets up to this level. But good game, BenBot. Good series there. Definitely a lot of potential still out of BenBot. Again, he's been in a few seasons now, and we've definitely seen those battlecruisers do a lot more work. Yeah, look at that little guy just trying to repair the poor platform as Ketroc just demolishes everything. Poor little thing. All right, that does it for that series. What a fun one. We've got one more TVT coming up. It is, again, one more best of 3. Strelok versus DominionDog to wrap things up. But let's go ahead and do. Can we do a member shout out, or I'll wait a minute because I'm seeing our production's a little busy.
He's editing things.
Yes, but do check out our Crown Club membership, huh?
I was gonna say he's changing numbers. He's actually just moving his cursor over them. Okay, change one.
Yeah, he's changed one.
Okay,
he's trying to fix our lag issue here. He is working nonstop trying to make sure this stream keeps running smoothly. So thank you all for bearing with us. We will be on our normal production setup next week, hopefully, and that will be lag-free, ideally. But what was I saying? We were talking about we've got one more game coming up. What other fun stuff we're doing? Yeah, hopefully we'll do another community night soon. I would love to do that. Check out our Discord and our Crown Club membership if you like community game nights. What do we do? Jackbox. Oh, we could do Among Us. That was a fun one.
Among Us, Among Us is good. We played, what was it, Dead by...
Oh, did you do Dead by the I can't get into that game. I don't know. It just doesn't seem that fun to me.
What else could we do? I don't know. We should start a Minecraft server.
We could do an ESChamp Minecraft server. Now, every time I try to get back into Minecraft, I'm just like, God, I'm just gonna waste my life doing it.
I did for a few weeks, and I had
fun.
I had more fun installing the mods. Than playing the game. I just wanted to make it look the best that I could, and then I was done with it.
There are some really crazy mods out there.
Yeah, there's some really, really good ones. Yeah, I went with a full pack. I copied the whole mod set from the offline TV people. They have 100 of them installed on their old thingy, and then I added additional textures to it to make it look cooler. So it had all kinds of stuff, but then I didn't really play it.
So when's your Minecraft stream then?
I don't know. I gotta learn to hide my face like Dream. And I'm still working on the mod pack that helps me cheat.
There you go. You'll get there. One day you'll be big like Dream. One day. Everyone wants to be Dweem. Ugh. I don't. All I know about him is that he cheated in Minecraft or something. It's literally all I know, and I don't care to know anything else.
It was funny. Yeah, I was falling a little because in his defense, he tried to put out a math paper. He hired a professor.
I saw some about that.
It was ridiculous. It was totally wrong.
Anyone shut up and own to cheating.
Yeah, and he did eventually, but not in those many words. But he did eventually say yes. He did, but he said he did by accident. He loaded them up.
Oh yeah, I cheated by accident. Oops.
Yeah, exactly. 9 months later. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I care so little about YouTube celebrities like that.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know how old he is. He's 18 or something. Anyway, I don't care.
Anyway, I think we're almost ready for our last best of 3.
A little.
last best of 3 Endersword. Almost, yeah. We got just a moment here until it starts. What are you thinking for our 2 coming up? DominionDog or Strelok? Who's gonna go to face Ketroc in the upper bracket?
I think I kind of put money on Strelok, and I feel like these 2 are like the scrappy Terrans or something.
Oh yeah,
they feel like they're kind of in their own little category of how they both play, and it's just a different thing. It's not like stylized in the same way. It's just like playing Terran.
Yeah. Well, and Strelok is the one that's always plagued by viruses, right? Like it's always downloading Russian porn or something.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Vodka, drinking vodka.
It is a problem. It is a problem. And he did have crashing problems last season, so maybe he's gotten away from those Russian networks.
I don't think so, because it still talks about everything it sees in chat. So
yeah,
I don't know if it's learned any sense.
We'll find out.
We'll see. DominionDog, I know likes to do some early aggression, so I think DominionDog will be the pace setter of this game, and we'll kind of determine that. No, almost
there.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, make sure you get your votes in. Oh, did we do votes? Yeah, let's do votes for this. Once he has it up and ready, you'll see in the chat, but make sure you type in !vote and let us know in the poll who you think is going to win. Andy doesn't care about himself. I'm like the furthest thing from a YouTube celebrity. I'm a guy on YouTube that a couple hundred people will see a week.
Thousands. Maybe 1,000.
And I'm willing to bet half of them wish they could mute me and still understand what was going on in the game.
That's people's favorite comment.
What?
Yeah. Just to any caster.
Yeah, I wish I could mute this caster.
I wish I could meet them because I have the game knowledge to do a thing.
Oh, hey, we're back. Look at that. We're on our preview screen. Get your votes in, everybody. It is not Ketroc. It is not BenBot. That is an old vote. Here is our new vote, Strelok, with a nice win rate of 81.2%. Our only bot in Rust. That is a new language for me. Never seen it before the season, so yeah. I'm willing to bet there's not a lot of resources and frameworks available like there is for the Sharpie.
Probably not. It sounds old.
It does. Well,
like just by it was a language that was oxidized over time. Clearly. And then Fidelina, this is the other Java one.
You're full of jokes tonight,
I know. This is DominionDog, the awesome dog with the hat. So yes. This is the Java bot.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Fidelina did Spidey as well, but yeah, his bots are all in Java. So yeah. This is the dog that I would sit and drink whiskey with.
True.
And I'm not even a whiskey drinker. Wait, we're not even seeing these. We're seeing the stats.
We're seeing it. They're not seeing it. I think they saw it like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, did they?
Because I could see it over there when we couldn't see it. But now we see it, but they don't see it.
That's weird.
So we're just doing things.
All right. Yeah, we're just winging it at this point. But we're still going. It's still working, and we still have one more amazing best of 3 coming your way. There's a timer on the stream, but that's a little bit behind. So we've got like 30 seconds now until our game starts.
I don't know if I believe it.
Or wait, no, it'd be because we're ahead of it. So no, it's like 10 seconds till the game starts. Endersword, the game's about to start.
It might be.
My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, our final best of 3 of the night, our TVT that finish things off. We've got Strelok, we've got DominionDog, we've got it all here on ESChamp. Let's dive into it for season 2. What?
Armageddons.
Strelok.
Phenomenas.
All right, over here. We're ready.
DominionDog.
God.
Something's happening.
Okay, now we're good. No, we don't see the little intro thing anymore, so I thought we had done both bases. But I'm just wrong. DominionDog in the bottom right, Strelok in the top left, and we've already got... This has been the night of proxies, Endersword. I think every match we've seen at least one proxy, right?
I think so, yeah. I think we have.
Yeah, because we saw last series, BenbotBC did the proxy.
Void Ray. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, every series has been proxies tonight. Yeah. That's awesome. Whoa, Strelok, too smart though. He sees it. Why are you hiding? Don't hide from Strelok. He just wants to be your friend. Doesn't quite get the SCV. Oh, that was really close. That would have just shut this down completely. DominionDog is able to finish though, so the Reaper will start producing, but Strelok's barracks also finishing up, and he will be able to get his own units out very shortly. There it goes. All right, so here on Lightshade, and we've already got a proxy. Will Strelok hold said proxy? I think he's going to be fine. It's just one proxied Reaper. It's not, and it's not even that close of a proxy. It is just to get it there a little bit faster, I think. Yeah,
I think the only thing that could go wrong is if he's doing stuff like this and just donates SCVs.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Like for no real reason, but he pulls them back. Yeah.
Oh no, he actually came back with his wound. I thought the wounded SCV would be smart enough to go home. Is not. So
that was interestingly though. He delayed him. I don't know whether he intended to go with the one Reaper. There we go. There's a vodka error.
Enough vodka. He needs more vodka. Yeah, these bots. His bot does run on vodka, just like Bender. No, it does look like he's going to build up a few Reapers before he goes. So I don't think anything was delayed in the end. Yeah, this Reaper just chilling here. But a macro 12 pool into mass Void Rays. So we're going to see Zerglings and Void Rays, Endersword.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, hell yeah. That is how you throw a DominionDog for a loop there. Absolutely. A little skirmish going on. Reapers are going to dive after that Reaper. Or Marines dive after the Reaper, but don't quite get it. The Reapers do get out alive. Minimal losses on both sides, actually.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, one went down.
Oh,
at
did
least,
one?
but yeah. Yeah, here he's sending
micro,
SCVs down, though, again, to this little spot.
Wow.
I worry about this. Like, when I first saw it, I'm like, I hope he doesn't keep doing it, and he's going to keep doing it.
Yeah, that 2 SCVs is not how you shut down a finished barracks.
Yeah.
In case anybody was curious. For future reference. Okay, here we go. Reapers coming back into the main. A lot of Marines out, though. Strelok is like the Marine king of ProBots. He has always really favored some early Marine action, and it is keeping him nice and safe. He has now killed 4 Reapers and lost 0 Marines. Yeah, the only thing really hurting him
is doing it again.
He's doing it again.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. And yeah, 3 Reapers just kill it right away. Oh, that one he regretted his decision. He's like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to go home. Finally, the Marines are going to do their job and come shut this
Maybe that was
down.
a trap. That was an elaborate trap.
Yeah. The SCVs are just bait. Actually, he's not going for the proxy.
Yeah.
Is he just, nope. He's looping around. I thought he was going to go push, but he's actually looping around the long way to catch these Reapers. And it does work. I don't know how intentional that is, but he managed to actually catch the Reapers from behind, which is beautiful because now he'll be able to push across the map and maybe get some damage. More and more Reapers coming across, so more coming from the proxy as well. We'll keep these Marines busy. Will they ever make it to the other side?
This is like it's got to be like the 12th SCV he sent.
Okay, here we go. Now, once he shuts this down, he'll make it to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good for Strelok. Here we go.
Oh. Where are you going? Where are you going, man?
Well, make it burn at least.
It's burning now.
Because there's Reapers in the main.
Burning? Yeah, is it burning? Yeah.
Well, it's on fire, but I don't know if it's actually burning, taking damage.
Yeah.
Not until it gets in red, I don't think. Does it do that? Oh, it is actually. Okay. So.
I think it was just over. It's like in the orange that starts.
Yeah, once the flames start, it's burning. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Once the flame animation starts, that it's burning down. Barracks finally falls. Strelok with a huge army supply advantage. If he can just catch these Reapers kind of coming across here, they are just shooting straight across and up into the main, giving Strelok a little bit of a headache, but they've also kind of been donating themselves like the SCVs, and there's been a lot of dead Reapers this game.
Have indeed, throughout. And let's see if Strelok can poke through, though.
He just needs to take another shot of vodka and push across the map and win.
Yeah, here's a good number. All grouped up now.
Even without
disciple. Okay, he is just donating. I was going to say the sight blocker was an influence there, but it's not. He's just suiciding.
Yeah, he's just trying to go straight across, and yeah, he's getting hit by the wrecking ball of Marines here. And that should pretty much do it for game number 1. Strelok, just one base pretty much. It does have a second base now, but pure Marine production. It doesn't get more pure than that for a Terran.
Very straightforward, very clean. I mean, not clean at all, but
this is like StarCraft I strategy. You know, the very first 1998 or 99, you just only build the Marines because you can't heal them anyway in StarCraft 1. So
that's true.
They are meant to just go and attack until they die, and
that's
they do.
I mean, you gotta get them medics though. You gotta get Lieutenant Morales out there.
It's not till the Brood War.
Oh yeah, right.
Not till the Brood War.
I don't know if No, I must have played. I just think it just
has been so long.
Yeah, like did I ever play the vanilla one, or was it after Brood War came up? But I must have played the vanilla one. I just forget that even exists.
Well, you should go play it because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Strelok taking the win there. Nicely done. No, I'm a huge fan of the original campaign. And Brood War as well. Yeah, but
yeah, just
a lot of fun. All right, that was a quick TVT there. I was expecting a little bit longer, but the wrecking ball of Strelok's Marines are able to just hold off the Reaper harass. The SCV donations, obviously not ideal, but it worked out in the end. So
kept it competitive.
Yeah, exactly. He was just trying to give his opponent a fighting chance there. It's a good point.
Exactly.
All right, so we're going to get game number 2 loaded up here, and this, again, will decide who goes on in the upper bracket to face Ketroc and who goes in the lower bracket to face BenbotBC.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already got, we're going to have PrismBeams versus AdditionalPylons, right? Yep.
Yes, I believe
and then
so.
MicroMachine versus Sharkbot in the upper bracket. So, yeah, this is shaping up nicely. We'll take, again, a look at our bracket before the night is through after this series here. And we'll make sure you're all up to date with where all our bots are sitting. And next week, I believe we will have our first round of eliminations. Are we doing upper bracket or lower bracket next week? I think we're doing upper bracket.
Lower.
Oh, we are doing lower bracket. So next
Lower
week
bracket.
will be our first eliminations. So make sure you're here. Some of these bots, 4 bots.
There's some I'm worried about. I'm worried about AdditionalPylons because he's going proxy void ray to proxy void ray.
Yeah, it's going to be rough for him for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of sucks to lose to 2 bots with 1 build.
I know, and it's not even, they're not even like specifically, targeting a That's just the thing they do, as far as we can tell. Are we ready? What is that? We are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 here. Let's see what happens. This could be our final game of the night. Will Strelok stay in the upper bracket, or will DominionDog bring us to an ace match? Let's hop into it right now. So far.
Yeah. The worst day of your life so far.
Armageddons.
Strelok.
Phenomenas.
DominionDog.
Okay, here we are on Blackburn. Again, potentially the last game of the night here, unless DominionDog can turn things around with his proxy shenanigans yet again. We shall see, won't we, Undersword?
I think we shall. Now, the location here is interesting. One, it's pretty far away. Well, I think that's basically it.
I've
just really far away.
Yeah, it's super far away. Yeah, it's again, I think just to kind of slow things down. It's not meant to, be a game-ending thing. But Strelok just finds it right away. He knows to look for it. So
knows what's
oh,
up.
is he gonna get a denial on it this time? Oh,
that would be big.
Oh, that's just it, right?
Yeah, that might be. There's a second one coming.
Oh,
we'll
okay,
see if he can finish it, but it's a big enough delay The only thing is, even with his Marines, he didn't show an inclination to go and kill it. He just accidentally did.
Like, because he got pulled back by the
he
Reaper.
got baited back there. So I don't know. But of course, he sends the 2 hero SCVs. And they're going to save the day.
They get another denial. It's going to be close. No, they do not. Some decent pathing for DominionDog's SCV allows him to finish it. So, but again, did get delayed a little bit. That's going to allow Strelok to get his own Reaper up, some of his own Marines, and he'll be in a much better spot.
Definitely will be true. And maybe he'll act differently with these.
I like that spot for the Reaper because, if any were to come up here, which from DominionDog's main, actually, they might try to jump up this way. We'll have to wait and see here for just a moment. Find the Strelok. Kill the Strelok. No, you are the Strelok.
Well.
Yeah, our resident schizophrenic bot, as far as I can tell.
It happens. It happens.
Bots go a little bit haywire. They go a little crazy.
Those SCVs did do some damage to that barracks. They almost got it down to burning. Like they almost got it down past half. A little more, and they could have, like, these 2. They're gonna end this thing.
Do it, SCVs. You can do it. So I just saw some interesting info. We were just talking about Sharkbot and the Void Ray proxies and 2 bots doing that. Apparently, that is not the only thing Sharkbot does. So we don't have any info on him. So that all we know is what we've seen so far. But I am now very excited to see MicroMachine versus Sharkbot if Sharkbot can switch it up a little bit. I still want to see that because that proxy Void did do well against MicroMachine in game 1.
Yeah, it did.
I'd like to see that again potentially. But anyway, we are here. Let's focus on this. There's 4 Reapers out now. 4 DominionDog. They're all just grouping up. What does Strelok have at home? He's got a tank actually out. Oh, that's huge. He didn't have a tank last game, did he?
Yeah,
no, he only built Marines.
This is quite different, but I don't know what the hell he's doing now. This is more than the 2 SCVs you were giving before.
He's doing Reaper tank now instead of Marines, just pure Marines, which actually the tank was in a good spot, but it moved closer. It is blocking the ramp, and with some SCV repairs, he should be able to save it. Oh my god, it's so close. My stream froze right as it's like
what's happening.
What happened to his sword? I don't know. It lived.
It lived.
It lived. I don't know. I think it froze right as I was like, did that kill it?
Stream froze too. Yeah. Okay. He got it with the repair.
It's huge. Huge ender sword.
Gigantic.
Bigger than Gabe.
I don't know. He's still going with the whole SCV excursions.
Yeah,
I just don't know what coding is making it do such a thing.
Trying to maybe it's like stuck in. Oh, if I send these, I can kill the SCV building it still or something.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what it's doing, and it doesn't realize the difference. Dives on the tanks again. He's got 2. He gets 1. The other will be kept alive, but 1's not too bad for a bunch of Reapers.
Not bad at all. All right, well, this will continue for a while. Strelok getting cloak now, so are we going to see some Banshees, I guess? I haven't seen the Banshee production just yet. He's building Cyclones and Magfield Accelerator. So real mech heavy this game. Total switch up from Strelok, which that's nice. Yeah, it's good to have multiple builds and being versatile. And this one does seem to deal with the Reapers pretty well. If he would just stop donating SCVs, this would be great. Yep. This would be the perfect build.
Would be.
Yeah, we are sorry about the lag, everybody. It'll be better next week. Like I said, we'll publicly flog Drek for you on stream next week as well.
Yes.
That'll make everybody feel better.
Shaved head.
Yes. We still have to shave his eyebrows, by the way.
That's true. Oh yeah, right.
We'll do that once we have our in-person finals again. Get him toasty and then shave his eyebrows.
Yeah. So this is kind of, it's weirdly even, still, but I think that Strelok has more advancement in terms of tech. But yeah, these weird just fights and skirmishes that don't really make a lot of sense, but are kind of working. I mean, this is kind of what we were saying. Like, these 2 are the scrappy ones, and this has definitely kind of proved that point. Like, none of this makes any sense, and they're just kind of doing fights out in wherever. So it is just kind of that sort of feel to it, and that's what we got.
I don't even know if we can see what's going on. Reapers have really just been hanging out here all game. They do catch one Reaper that finally tried to go up that place, and I'm sure he regretted that instantly.
There's a bunch of red lights and warnings to not go up there.
Yeah,
on the map.
You would think.
But he went. These guys, maybe if I send 4 SCVs, it'll be fine. It actually might be, because he will eventually get that into burning. There's the Banshee with Cloak, starting to go pick away at that mineral line. That's pretty close. That's getting close to burning. I can see the sparks.
Yeah, just some short circuits, some electrical work. Banshee here for Strelok. I love this this switch up, this build order.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no defense here, no turrets, nothing. DominionDog is now trying to build some turrets, and he does have 3 bases up, actually, so he can... I think DominionDog can take a few losses here and maybe still turn things around. Strelok, just 1 base till he dies, I guess.
Yeah. I guess that's what he's committing to. There is some chance like that he could miss a window to end it, but I think he's going to be fine. He's got more Banshees coming, Cyclones coming. He just can't really let like multiple turrets get up or anything that would like recover from this position. The SCVs are added again. I'm going to say that's number 17 and 18 or something. And I think, is that barracks on fire yet, man?
Nope, still not yet. The SCVs, they get it!
They got it.
Hero SCV starts the fire,
Yeah.
and that will finally burn down. But does it really? Actually, it does kind of matter. That barracks could be very hidden. DominionDog has no army, actually, despite having 3 bases.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He's got no army. He's got no workers.
Now either.
Yeah, he's got nothing. So, yeah, I think that is going to be it. It was just kind of a slow meandering death with some weird behavior on both sides.
I just want to say too, I think I fixed the lag issue by saying no. When we pan is when it lags. If you just do static shots, it seems to be working.
Well, yeah,
I'm glad I figured this out at the very end of our stream.
That's what I said before the broadcast.
I know you did say that earlier, but nobody listens to you.
No, nobody listens to me. Oh well.
I've had that problem before too. Yeah, the PC just can't keep up with the moving frames with the moving camera as well. But now we know.
Yeah.
For future reference.
Indeed.
There we go. Strelok on the 1 base build does finally have a 2nd base actually, but Strelok will take this 2-0. We only had 1 best of 3 tonight, or 1 ace match tonight.
1 ace match.
I'm a little saddened about this.
I know. And Strelok was getting a fusion core here.
Oh, Strelok, so close to the battle cruisers. No, it's well done out of Strelok. Good games out of DominionDog. Just a little too. We've seen this out of bots before. They get a little too focused on the harass. Yeah, and we just saw Reapers nonstop harassing, attacking, die, and there just really wasn't ever an army spot. Whereas Strelok stays at home, builds up, and then he's just got too big of an army to deal with.
Yeah, so. That's exactly it. Doesn't know when to turn it off. And I think that's something that's true in a lot of bots, or like it's one of the hard things to do is when do you abandon something? When do you say that that's done and it's not going to be successful anymore? Because you don't want to turn it off when it's still working. So you don't want to set like a time or something. But it's a tough decision.
It is indeed. You know what else is tough, Endersword?
What's that?
We have to wrap the stream up.
We're
out of games for the night.
We are. We're also out of frames for tonight.
And we're out of frames. We used them all trying to bring you all that. Hopefully Drek will listen to Endersword next time earlier on. Maybe. Probably not. Probably not. Well, thank you all for being here. It was an awesome show tonight. Hopefully you did enjoy our games. Again, we will be back next week. We are going to do our lower bracket, so we'll have our first eliminations. And we will have our normal production setup back, so hopefully a lot less laggy next week. We do appreciate you bearing with us every now and then when that does happen. It's quite the complicated setup we've got running here, so we are doing our best every time to try to streamline things and keep it smooth, all that. But, things happen. But yeah, let's take a look at our lower bracket. So again, this will be next week's games. With our first eliminations, we have got some awesome bots going at. So Spud and Antibot Vet Terran and Creep Mind from last week are already down there waiting. And then tonight we have got the additions of PrismBeams, Sharkbot, PrismBeams, AdditionalPylons, BenbotBC, and DominionDog. We'll be going all to that lower bracket. So yeah, tune in next week, same time, same place. Going to be some awesome games. Week after that will be our upper bracket, and we'll be diving back into bots like Tier and Ketroc and MicroMachine and GensiBot and all those. Who else is up there? Sharpened Edge, Eris, one of our new bots, still up in the top bracket as well. Looking good.
Yeah, it should be really good throughout. Like we were like this last season. Like I think in every previous season before 2021, there was always a bot that was bad. Like not horrible, but like it was gimmicky or had a thing or like whatever. But it was clearly the worst bot.
Yeah.
Even if it was novel or did something cool. But in this one, like none of these bots are bad at all. They're all quite good. So
with how many bots are on the AI arena ladder now, you won't make it into ProBots if you don't have all those little things refined at this point.
Just too much competition.
Indeed. A lot of competition. Again, over at AIarena.net. Check them out. That is where all these bots have qualified from. They just started season 2. A lot of fun stuff. You can check them out on Twitch as well. And they have a Discord you can join if you are a new bot author. We've got some cool videos as well in our video page. You can get started on a Terran bot. We've got a cool template and a fun little instructional video so you can learn how to make your own bot and hopefully get onto the AI arena ladder and then maybe even into ProBots.
Yes.
Yes.
Go for it. Go for it.
Glad you're here to agree with me.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have somebody.
I got your back.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. All right, well, that's pretty much it. Again, do check out our Crown Club membership. We're going to do one more member shout-out here before we wrap things up. You get access to all our artwork, behind-the-scenes stuff. You can come check out while we produce and create PostBots, our extra little ProBot show on Saturdays. Well, we film it Fridays, so come watch Friday, but then releases on Saturday for the Crown Club. Anyway, member shout-out. You guys are awesome. Let's do it now.
You're awesome, but your poll was 100% wrong.
Thank you, Old Man Toast.
Yes,
old
perennial favorite. He's been around since Kings of the North 2, was it?
Long time.
Yeah. Yes, he came out live. That's when we originally met him. Great guy.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to see him as well as the rest of our Crown Club, all you awesome people, live in the future. Maybe next season, maybe the year after that. It will happen again. Just a matter of time. But yeah, it's going to be great. We will have 5 more weeks of this until our finals this season, though. So make sure you bookmark our page, check out our forum so you can stay up to date with everything going on here. And tune in next week, same time, same place here on ESChamp for day 3. Our lower bracket first eliminations will be happening. And it's always sad to see bots tossed into the scrap pile, but it's got to happen. Got to happen. Yeah. So we'll see. Does that? I think that's about it. Again, yeah, check out all the cool new YouTube stuff. You can make clips now of videos. You can super chat in game and give us more money that way. And yeah, we do use all that money to improve the stream. So
yes,
all your support is very appreciated. Thank you all so much. And what else you got? Anything? You got anything, Endersword?
No.
Nothing.
Have fun.
Hopefully we'll see you stream soon. Huh?
Yeah, I might stream after this, actually.
Oh, I'll check it out if you do. If you think
yeah, I'm going to do. I had an idea. I was doing trivia before. I think today
I like that. That's fun.
I want to do some IQ tests, like online IQ tests. I think that might be fun.
All right, so if you're staying up late, check out Endersword on Twitch. He's going to be doing some fun IQ tests potentially. But yeah, until then, we will see you all next week. Thanks for coming by. ESChamp here, season 2, day 2 of ProBots in the year 2021. Big shout out to Drexama and Laddie in the background, keeping things running as well. And with that, we'll see y'all next week. Bye. Say bye.